Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pastor Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, Houston, baby. And we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today. Rich, bitch.
Gravy, 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 gang! What is going on, everybody? Happy Gravy Day. It is Past the Gravy, episode 649. Happy New Year to all of you watching and listening and in the room with me.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I'm talking to my co-host, Robert, right now. You're the guest, Pat. Don't speak until we've introduced everybody.
Leaving.
Don't speak until we've introduced everybody. I am Alex, your host, with my good friend Robert Barbosa Jokes, Bobby Jokes, a.k.a. The Hog. And joining us for the first time this year, our special guest, who spoiled it already, it's Pat Dion. Yay.
Hey.
Yay. What a fucking letdown.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, Pat again.
Mm-hmm.
We had a couple other guests. We had Billie Eilish scheduled, and she canceled on us. President Maduro of
My tits aren't
Venezuela
quite
was
that
going to be
big.
here, and he canceled as well. He's occupied. Occupado, I think
Yeah,
is what he would say.
Somebody else grabbed him first.
There you go. Yeah, he's on a different pod. In a different
I think he's
pod.
doing a pod with Diddy right now.
Oh, really? The Reckoning 2. Electric Boogaloo. Venezuelan Boogaloo. Happy New Year, gang. It feels like with the Larry David thing, you can't say it after the 3rd. I don't really agree with that. I think you get 1 week of saying Happy New Year. I don't really care if you say it in January. Just don't fucking bring that shit in February. But what I want to start bringing around is like, I think there's a lot of like cheer still going around after Christmas. We need to end that. Tisn't the season. It's tisn't the season anymore. It's always tis the season. Hey, we can be festive. We can do this. No, chill the fuck out. Tisn't the season anymore, all right?
Well,
Now
today's the last day.
We're locking in.
This is the last day of the first week. It's day 7.
It's the seventh day. And on the 7th day, he rested.
So technically, I think what they say is most New Year's resolutions will be given up on, what I think they say tomorrow. Most of them don't even last a week, right? Or is it a month?
Something like that. They don't last 2 weeks or whatever. But that's why we always are big fans of Chinese New Year's resolutions, where it's like you get to try one out January 1st of the year. Fucks up Chinese New Year's in February, so just try it again.
Did you make a resolution this year?
No, I just have like I've gotten rid of like New Year's resolutions as like resolutions. I was like, I want to be a playlist guy, where I just made playlists for different scenarios, and then I was like, it was like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and it's
Did you
like,
make any good sex ones?
I don't have a sex playlist.
Dude, that's the first playlist you got to make.
Well, we just listened to Big Man Blastoise on repeat. So like that is
Yes, that's a sex playlist.
It's just that would be the playlist. It's just that, and then Old Town Road.
I mean, it'll get you going.
Old Town Road when I'm about to finish. She hears it dun dun dun.
Alex can't finish until
she's
he
like,
hears a gay
"Oh
man."
boy, here we go." Oh, I didn't think about that. Hey, I don't discriminate, so whatever, dude. Whatever gets you off, you know.
Did you make any, Robert?
No, not really. I'm not a resolution guy. I guess the biggest one that I can think of is get a job, be employed.
It's a good resolution.
He's a great employee. Just please let him be available at like 3:00 on Wednesdays. Ideally, we would like that. That'd be sick.
Yeah. Other than that, no. What about you, Pat?
I don't think I'd made one in like, earnestly, in probably like 15 years. The only one I made this year was just to play more online games with the boys.
You play so many online games.
No. Not with the boys, though. I just play.
I was about to say, every time I get on, I feel like I see the red chubby pandas on.
Yeah, but
That's
I'm usually
Pat's
playing like
name.
MLB The Show or like single player games.
guess I don't look at
All
what
of
you're
December,
playing.
I don't think I got online. And I've done it once since, and I'm already like, God, this feels like a fucking chore.
I didn't get online, and I'm so fucking far behind on the battle pass.
But dude, here's the thing.
It sucks.
They announced in 2 days South Park Fortnite collab, so I'm about to get back on Fortnite.
Oh hell yeah, we need a 4th.
Yeah, well, it's the same way you can get me to do anything. Just include South Park. If it's South Park or like Brett Favre, then I'm in.
I tried to get you in with King of the Hill, and that didn't win you over.
I like King of the Hill, but it's not my favorite show of all time. South Park. I can run around shooting people as Cartman. I'm in.
I'm 11 right now, shooting people as
I don't
as
care.
11 from Stranger Things.
I only knew her as a little girl, and that doesn't interest me. I stopped after
I
season
have
1.
season 4, 11, where she's got the cool 80s outfit.
I prefer season 7,
Like
11.
black thing. The thing she hits the girl with the roller skate in.
Yeah.
That's a
I
sick
remember
ass
that.
fit.
Spoiler alert.
Well, that was like 3 years ago.
Still.
I was looking at something like Stranger Things is my entire algorithm. We'll get into Stranger Things in a little bit, but like I was looking at like the old seasons, trying to like piece together like, okay, let me see if that plot. Like I don't know, I'm a nerd about shit like that, and like it is wild how like 2022 was when we got the previous season,
Season 4, yeah.
and then we like it doesn't feel like it had just been like almost 3 full years, but we just sat and we're like, yeah, all right, we'll wait. And it happened, and now it's over, and people are mad. We'll get into that, though. We'll get into that. Tisn't the season to be bitching about Stranger Things yet, okay? I watched a movie over our 2-week break from each other.
Sick.
That it was like, this is Alex watches a movie that was already out, and it was One Battle After Another with Leo, and I think it's gonna win a lot of the awards. I thought it was as mid of as mid of a movie as you could be.
Just aggressively okay.
Like I was like, yeah, I get why people think it's cool, but it's just like, it's not Martin Scorsese, but it's the other guy that Leo does movies with. Like I think he did like The Revenant or
Like
whatever.
Paul Anderson.
Or Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yeah,
like
maybe.
a 3 name.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He's done a bunch of other stuff too, but like it felt like a Scorsese movie because it was like, let's just make Sean Penn really racist. And like it was like uncomfortably racist, and I think they were probably trying to make it that way. But I was like, stop, don't. Like
So
in
they're just
Django,
making
there's
him-
some like in Django there were some parts where you were like, oh boy, is my white guilt creeping up on me, right? Like, wow,
I didn't get that.
don't say that, Sean Penn.
But even in Django, it was like Leo was saying absolutely horrible shit, but you're like, this is just an incredible acting performance.
Right. But like, I don't know if Sean Penn's just a good I think Sean Penn's a good actor because I think if you can make me hate you enough, like then you're obviously very good at playing that role. I don't know if Sean Penn's as hateable as the character was in that movie. But
He for sure. I think this is the first time they've given him. People forget that he tied Madonna to a chair and beat her for like 6 hours when they were dating back in like the 80s.
like in a movie?
No, in real life. This is a real thing that happened and nobody knows
consensual?
about it. No.
We don't know.
No, she like eventually had to wiggle out and run and like find the neighbors, and Sean Penn got like community service.
And that was why Material Girl came out.
But then he was like, sorry, I was an alcoholic. That's not me anymore. And everyone was like, okay. He was a bad person. He, maybe he has reformed, but fuck him.
But then he did I Am Sam, which does go against the Tropic Thunder rule.
Yeah, but that was before the Tropic Thunder.
That
rule.
was, they made the rule after that. They're like, don't ever go full I Am Sam.
I think that's the movie that made everyone
Yeah.
realize it. Like Rain Man, super success. I Am Sam. Ooh, this is depressing to watch.
You don't go all the way.
You never go full.
You don't go all the way. And that was what Simple
Simple Jack.
Jack was. Please
You
don't
make
hurt
me happy.
But One Battle After Another was mid. It was a solid plane movie because I was flying to California and it was like a 4-hour flight, so I got to do that, and then also had to watch the Giants. The worst part of the flight was the Giants not flying with 2 children, because the Giants sucked then. But now we like that. Actually, I got it all out of our system because we've won out since then. So we're going to be a Super Bowl team next year,
Yeah, but
dude.
and I know you've seen the stat.
Fuck draft picks, dude.
Every single year, Robert, the Giants play.
No, you
horribly.
finished strong, Robert.
They play horribly for the first 15
Would
weeks.
you rather win your last game or lose your last game?
I would rather win my
Same,
last game.
same.
Yeah.
But Robert,
Same,
what if
dude.
your team was so bad all year and then you were in position to have the first or second draft pick, and then every single year you win your final 2, so then you end up drafting like 7th or 8th,
No, but we
and
finished
none of those
hot.
players ever
We finished
pan
hot,
out,
dude.
While the top guys pan out all the time, and then your team just gets stuck in
That's
the shitty
not
area.
true. We got Jackson Dart. We didn't have a top pick then. We got Abdul Carter with third pick, huh?
That's true.
Huh?
But it's like
Cam Scatterby wasn't a top draft pick. How'd that go?
it's like over the last 6 years, the Giants have like 12 wins, and 6 of them are in the final 2
No,
weeks.
they have 8. They were 8 and whatever it was, and 4 of them were in the last
Speaking
2
of
weeks. Okay.
generalities. But either way,
Okay.
hey,
I saw the stat too. It was a very mean stat, but you know what? Fuck that, dude. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Okay.
it was just one of those stats that it was like, God, it's even
This
worse.
wasn't
for the
even.
Giants
We weren't
than
even
thought.
talking about that. The Giants. I was saying that was the worst part of my flight is having watched them lose to the Vikings. What really was my favorite part of the movie was Benicio del Toro, and he's like a karate instructor that's helping like these revolutionaries get by and stuff. And I've been drinking Modelo ever since I watched this because he's just driving around with Modelo in his car all the time.
I know what that's like.
It just looks cool as shit. And then like he gets pulled over by the police after Leo jumps out of the car and they're like, "What did you throw out of the car, sir?" He's like, I threw out a beer." And they're like, "Have you been drinking?" He's like, "Yes." And they're like, "How many beers have you had?" And he had been crushing beers. There's like, "A few small beers." And that, like, I only want to, like, when my wife's like, "How many beers do you have at the bar today while you watch football for 8 hours?" A few small beers. Just a few small beers.
Well, if you can,
and to me, that's just a can was a small beer. Anything like if it's a tall boy, not a small beer. Anything that's a regular size can, that's a small beer. It's like that's just a regular beer. No, it's a few small beers.
I was gonna say, if you just get everywhere you go to carry Coronitas, those are small beers.
Is that the little like?
It's the little Coronas,
the little pony ones.
It's the small ones that like a lot of the times if you get like a upscaled margarita with a Corona in it, that's the little bottle.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Or if you're like me and a complete idiot and you go to the store to buy Coronas and then you accidentally come back with a 24-pack of Coronitas and you're like, well, each beer is only going to be 2 sips.
No, but that is cool because you feel like Andre the Giant.
Yeah, I did.
I've done those. I bought like the Pony Millers before accidentally, and I was like, "This is really cheap for that many beers." Okay,
everybody want the peanut?
And then it was just like a little baby beer, and like, I can kill this tonight. I'm gonna drink all of this.
You crush them,
and I did, and I felt like a king because I felt like I drank full size beers, but I knew I didn't.
And then you're like, "Oh well, yeah, I drank the whole case, but they were small." It's like, well, that's still 12 beers.
It's a few small beers. Just a few small beers.
A few small beers.
But in the Benicia, like a few small beers. Like that was the best day. Like I laughed so hard by myself on a plane where I shouldn't have. Like, I don't think that was that funny of a line, but like, I thought it was a great answer because a person had jumped out of the car, not a beer that he threw out.
I think
that was
found
a
your
human
next
being.
tattoo.
A few small beers. A few small beers. It's just Benicio del Toro.
His face with NSFT right around it.
So yeah, if your wife's asking you how many beers you had, even if you're hammered, just a few small beers.
I feel small beers.
I just had a few small ones, babe. What is a small? I didn't have the towers. We weren't drinking out of the towers a beer. We weren't doing that.
And a few is a relative term.
A few. Yeah, I think we've had that as a question before. It's like, does a few mean 2 or whatever? We're like, I think it means like anywhere to like 5. Like between 2 and 5, probably. It's a few.
Few dozen.
A few small beers.
I love that. Now I'm actually going to have to watch this movie. I've been looking for something to watch. I started rewatching
He just has, like,
Avatar.
Beer not in a cooler all the time. He's like, grab one. You've been through it, brother.
Okay, so he's just me.
And he's like just picking up somebody that like ran away from the cops. He's like, heavy beer. And then they're both just crushing a beer while they're driving.
I mean, that's what I would. If my
Guys
buddy was
being
like, I need
dudes.
you to pick me up, I'm running from the cops, I would probably show up with a 6-pack in the car.
If you already had it, which you could tell he already did, because if you stopped, then you're not going to help him out as much.
I mean, let's be honest. If I'm driving any sort of distance, there's probably a few road sodas in the car.
A few small beers. And then I had a question for Robert, though. You know, Pat's the only single one on the show.
Thanks.
He's been talking to some ladies, and I was wondering, like, at a certain point, like, I got to go hang out with Robert and his girl this past week, and you know, like, it's a big deal that like my friends' girls like me. Like, I want them to, like, I wouldn't want Sam to hate me, or I'd be like, this is an uncomfortable spot that I'm in. If she hates Alex and she's hanging out with Alex, she's like, they're probably leaving, and she's like, I fucking hate that guy so much. He's the worst. Why do you hang out with him? This guy sucks. But like, what would you think if Pat came in and he's like, hey, this is my new girlfriend. Her name's Violet. As a colorblind person, would you feel offended?
You know, normally I think I would, but the last mainline games of Pokemon are Scarlet and Violet. So I'll just think about Pokemon, and I'll just be like, I like that. I like that for Pat.
I was going to say, like, Violet, can you see purple? Or is it no because it's in the red spectrum?
I mean, I guess technically yes, but like I could easily confuse it for any number of colors.
I was going to say, if the name was Ruby, it might be a problem.
That would also be hilarious.
But that's also Pokemon.
If Pat was like dating somebody with a color name that you just kept calling the wrong color. You said, hey, what's up, Gray? My name's Amber. Hello. Or Scarlet. Yeah, Scarlet would be another name that I guess so you could date a Scarlet. What about a Hazel?
Hazel, I wouldn't like Hazel.
Hazel, you're out.
I don't think I could date a girl named Hazel because I'd be like, "What? Are your parents fucking hippies? Like, what is this name?" They really just a big fan of Sister Hazel in the 90s? It's all for you. It's a great song. Hard to say what it is I see.
What color is Hazel? Brown, green?
Yeah, it's like a brownish.
It's brown.
It's brown? Okay.
Which
like a
to me,
light
it's just like
brown.
say brown. All right, Hazel was just a nice way of saying brown.
What if her name was Hazel Brown? I'd be like, your parents fucking suck.
If your name was Hazel Brown, that would be sick though. Robert would hate her though.
My name is Light Brown Brown.
Hazel Blue, and Robert's like, God damn it. Hazel Scarlet Blue. You're like, fucking get out of here. No.
Ruby Scarlet. I'd be like, oh, fucking.
You need to just act like you can't see people that are
named
that
after
have
colors.
names after
Ooh.
colors. I think that would be a really funny ongoing bit.
So there's a lot of strippers that Robert just can't see.
What?
Emerald, Ruby.
I guess Emerald, yeah. Emerald is
It's like gemstones. Usually it's like diamond or
Ruby,
Mercedes,
though.
But like,
Ruby would
but
be.
there are some.
Because reds you can't see, right? What is it? Yeah, well, this is just us.
Emerald?
Us picking color
know.
names, but yeah, Amber, Scarlet, Violet are really the only ones I can think of besides
Just
Hazel.
normal names,
Yeah,
people.
For the longest time, I was confused about your hat. I'm like, why does he wear a Wings hat? Like Detroit Wings, I could never.
Because you just like I guess
Like,
I
I've
guess
never heard of that.
I know the team he likes is the Red Wings, but I guess why wouldn't he just get a Red Wings hat?
Yeah.
And then I had to be like, no, it says red on there. You just aren't able to see it because you're colorblind. Then.
You know, now that we talk about it, there's been a lot of team sport name changes over the last 10 years. Probably petition for the Red Wings to change because it's really insensitive people that are colorblind.
That's true. Like then we're gonna have to the NHL is gonna have to do a lot of changing because the Blackhawks, that's multiple things. Like people that are,
I don't think anybody's colorblind to black, though.
but people that are, Native American may have a problem with that. People
but that
that
was
are
a-
colorblind could also have an argument over like if it's a colored name too.
I think
People of a certain
Blackhawks were a
ethnicity,
tribe, though. It's not a slur for them.
but
Like if there was a Houston Cherokee, nobody would be like, that's offensive. They'd be like, that's their name.
yeah, true. But people have been bitching about the Seminoles to change their name forever, and in college
Well,
football.
that's because
and
those
stuff.
people are fucking stupid. Now, I think that they get more mad that it's a white guy playing the mascot.
But if you had to
sometimes.
change names in a sport because of they had to all be like fairly political correct, like can't offend people, and you're able to use color blindness too. Like the NHL has maybe the most color named teams. They have the Blues, the Blue Jackets, the Red Wings, the Black Hawks,
Blue
the
Jackets
Golden
don't have
Knights.
enough blue. That's their problem.
You know what a Blue Jacket is?
Yeah, it's like a hornet.
No, it's just a mascot. It's a
Oh,
union.
yeah, it's Yellow Jacket.
It's a Union soldier
Oh, that's right.
because they wore the Blue Jackets. A lot of people don't talk about that because you see Yellow Jacket and you're like, oh, it's a wasp or something. No.
Speaking of team name changes, did you guys see that the Athletics can't get the trademarks for Las Vegas Athletics or Athletics?
Yeah. I saw that yesterday.
Wait,
They
what?
were denied. They were denied the trademark for Las Vegas Athletics.
Like somebody already had them?
No.
Well, it's like I think Oakland might own it, and they're not relinquishing it to them or
That's a
something.
really funny move on Oakland's part.
See, the funny thing is that they could sell this and actually get some money for their horrible city, but it'd be way funnier if they're just like, no, change your name, go fuck yourself.
Also, do they have Vegas Athletics? Because you could just do that. Like they're not the Las Vegas Golden Knights. They're the Vegas Golden Knights.
No, because I think it's more of you own the secondary name. Like we couldn't have another, I don't know, let's just say Des Moines Packers. Like the NFL wouldn't allow that. They'd be like, no. Because I think eventually Oakland wants the team back there, which they should. And I kind of would.
Look, we need a team that no one can go watch.
True.
We need a team that people won't go to the games for unless they know they're leaving.
Like I don't want them to change their name because the color scheme and everything is so good and it would look good in Vegas. But also, I kind of want the Oakland A's to come back someday.
They could be the Oakland Ace.
That'd be funny if they just get the A's. Like they can't get the Athletics, but they just become the Las Vegas A's.
But they could be the Ace. Not Aces, Ace.
No, that's why you do the A's, but everyone says the Las Vegas Ace.
And then just put a little ace around that. That'll be the batting practice hat.
Call them the Card Sharks.
I don't like card sharks. I don't like
It's
that
just
at
an
all.
idea.
I mean,
Spitballing.
wasn't your best.
They very rarely are.
Wasn't your best. But yeah, the NHL would have a lot of rebranding to do if it was just based off of colors.
Oh, I just had a good idea.
What you got?
I think in the slot, like right outside the boards of the Vegas, they should have slots. Like right along the boards right there.
That'd be tight.
That would be a good one. See? Good idea. Bad idea, good
if
idea.
If you get a penalty, like you should be able to go over there and like hit that. And if you get a jackpot, then you don't have to serve the penalty. So it's like 99% of the time you're gonna have to. But it's like, oh, guess who's not going in for fighting? Me.
Yeah, I just slashed a guy in the neck, but I hit a jackpot.
That's not a double minor anymore. Sorry. Ejection overturned. And like the refs, like they look at like you can challenge offsides and stuff now, and they'll be like, after review, we will allow them to go to the slot. And it's like the guy goes there, and the whole like the stadium would be electric if it was like the home team challenging something. Oh, ding 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 ding, and it was yeah.
Maybe that's it. If it's a call where it's too close and they really can't tell, instead of just going with what was called on the ice, we're pulling a slot.
Take it to the slot. I feel like that wouldn't be cool with the rest of the league since it would only work in one spot, but I like it.
Legalize gambling everywhere, and then we can do
That's a good point. That is a good point. Gambling is, since they've legalized gambling, there's not been anything negative in professional sports from it. We've had no scandals or anything like that.
I almost said no Americans because I was thinking of just Shohei, but there's been Jonte
Dude.
Porter. And
Are y'all stoked about, it's Ime, right? That the Astros got? Like now, Ime? Oh, I thought it was Ime. I was like,
No,
fuck, y'all got the
Ime.
cool Ime.
I thought, are you sure it's Imai? Because I was wondering about this the other day, and I thought they said Imai or Ime in his introductory.
No, Imai. It's Ime
It's,
Udoku, Imai,
Okay.
Tatsuya Imai.
We got plenty of time to learn that before the season starts. I was talking about this with this older couple at the restaurant that are big, big Astros fans. And we were just like trying to figure out what it was. But I was like, hey guys, we got time. Season's got still some time. We'll learn it. We'll get there.
Just enjoy him at Texans game, Rockets games. That was probably at UH.
He's in the like all he has to do is not suck and just learn a couple Houston specific phrases that he can say. He doesn't have to learn English. Just if he can just be like, for the H.
Yeah, he's already
Like,
said
I'm not gonna
H
try the
town.
How do
accent.
you spell it?
I-M-A-I.
I-M-A-I.
It's like Tatsuyama?
No, Tatsuya.
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 Close. Pretty damn close on that one. But I love him already. I'm in love with this guy. He seems awesome.
I'm trying to see what it would translate
Paul
to in
Wall already gave him a
Spanish.
custom grill. He's ingratiating himself real well to the city.
Imai
And
means
he's
new well or new place of residence. That's what it would translate to. I didn't know.
Well,
that.
that's perfect.
Well, I had never heard the name Ime until what's his face's gambling guy took the fall for him.
Also, I did see a highlight of him from Japan. They were playing.
Yeah, he was really good.
They were playing Trevor Bauer's team, and after he struck out a player on Trevor's team for this 13th strike of the game, he stole Bauer's like sword celebration. I was like, "In your fucking face, Bauer, you
That's
piece of
tight.
shit."
and he's number 45, so people are already calling him I-45.
Oh, that's gonna be sick.
Oh, that's such a good
okay.
nickname.
I'm not, as a not Astros fan, that's cool as fuck.
That's so good.
That's cool.
That's perfect. Oh God, I love him so much already. I want to give him a hug.
That's cool as fuck. I like that. But yeah, I was looking up like what Ime means because I didn't know if there's two. I've never heard the name Ime until what's his face's guy, and then I was like, is that like John in Japanese? We just don't know. It's like Jose. Is that like the Japanese version of Jose? I don't know.
I don't think the names translate that way.
Sometimes
from Japanese.
Sometimes they do if you have like a lot of people with the same name. I'm like, that's got to be a similar name.
No, I like you can definitely translate Chris into Japanese. I don't think Japanese names translate to English names already.
Unless they do, which they don't.
Like I don't think Daisuke means Jacob. You know?
It means David. Everybody knows that. Jeez. Fucking this guy. Knows nothing
Could be
about
Derek.
Japanese culture. Darik. Dice Derek.
Like even Middle Eastern names, Tariq. That's Derek.
Tarek is cool. All right. What else? I'm just running through this. I found we've not hung out for 2 weeks, so I've got to kind of like get it all out of the system. I learned about a new sport. It's called ski joring, and it's really just people on skis think water skiing, but it's a horse instead of a boat, and so they go down this track, and it's like
So you don't really need a hill then. You can just do it wherever there's snow.
well they did it on like some straight area, but they also would run down, and like then the wipeouts are crazy too. But it was like on skiing, where what are they called? The little flags, slaloms.
Slaloms, yeah.
Slaloms. It was like the guys would have to go around those, but it's the horse just running, and then you're trying to do that. So I was like, it felt like a rodeo type thing where it's like the horse could fuck you if the horse doesn't have a good run. Like if the horse isn't running straight, you're not able to get all the way over to one side. Like, God damn it, dude. Come on, Bullseye. Run straighter. Like, that would be a sick sport, but I was watching that on YouTube for like an hour the other day, and I was like, I might be this skijoring guy.
That's an incredible sport.
So
I assume a lot of Clydesdales because I can't picture any other horses running through the snow.
Not an expert on horses, specifically skijoring horses, but they looked like some browns and whites and a couple of black horses I saw. I didn't see any gray horses.
Just like America.
Robert would have seen only gray horses probably, but it looked sick, and it also looked very dangerous. And also just like the guys that came up with that, like it's like guys rock.
Well, the best sports
Like-
all have a hint of danger.
Like dudes rock, because somebody was just like, what if, hear me out, boys. The lakes are frozen over. We got a damn horse. We could go skiing right here.
This was
What
definitely
do you
invented
mean?
by some
Smack
like,
that horse on the ass and just ride behind him.
some Nordic dude or Swedish guy was like 8 beers deep with his buddies. He's like, "Hey, you got a horse, right? And some skis?
He's a few small beers deep.
Watch this.
A few small beers.
Some Swedish long drinks."
Like, dude, just this is a little video of it. A little something. God damn it. I don't care about the story.
Extreme scorching.
Look at that. The guy's going side to side. There's some ramps.
Dude, this is so awesome.
That's pretty sick.
Wait, is this in English? Oh, I assumed this was just Swedish.
No,
'Cause
dude,
it's
it's a
spelled-
very American thing to do, because it's like, bro, what if we just got lit and rode behind on a horse?
Well, it's spelled Skijoring. Excuse me for thinking it was Scandinavian.
Well, I didn't look up like the origin of it.
But this is an amazing. Put it in the X Games right now.
It should be in the extra. It is Norwegian skijoring. Began as a winter transportation in Scandinavia.
Boom.
They're like, I don't want to ski there. They were like, I'm the cross country skiing. Fuck that.
I don't want to put on my snow tires. Honey, get the horse.
Dude, what's crazy is that there's the sport where you have a gun and you have to ski and then shoot and then ski and then shoot, and that's not an American sport, which is wild.
Yeah, fuck, I can't remember the name of it, but it's always.
Like, because in every
I
American
never
thing, would be
watch
like,
it, but it's always great to see highlights.
skiing is cool, but what if we added a gun to it? Yeah, that'd be sick.
Imagine if Chris Kyle wasn't from Texas, how good he would have been at that.
It would have been so sick. Can you imagine? Like, picture this: figure skating, but there's a gun, and like they have to stop in between their routine, and then shoot at a target, and then go back and do the cool shit again. And it's like, I'll watch that.
Paintball on figure skates,
That'd be tight.
skating paintball,
Like-
that'd be sick.
Like, you get one shot. Everybody else in the competition gets one shot, and like you can hit them, and it takes off like 1/10 of a point. But like you only get one shot, and if you miss, you're done. And then they're also gonna get to shoot you too. So you like, do you make allies with like all of your fellow countrymen? You're like, you're an American. I'm not gonna shoot you. We're gonna shoot the Chinese. We're
Or
gonna
what
shoot the
was-
Venezuelans. We're gonna shoot them.
American Gladiators, the final event when they're shooting tennis balls, but everyone's on ice and skates.
That'd be sick.
Winter Gladiators.
Yeah, Winter Gladiator would be dope. Dude, it would suck if you were like a Somali playing that sport against the Americans right now. Not running great for them. Not running great for them. Although they might just say they have Olympians, but they don't really have Olympians.
They'd probably cheat.
They get credit for it. All right. Also, last thing I brought in. Sorry, I feel like I've just been ranting all day, but
Yeah, you're killing it.
mutt ants. This was an idea I had. It was definitely not high when I came up with it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I broke down mutant into mutt ants. Do you think there are mutt ants that are just like fire ants and cormorants? Like hybrid ants?
For sure. Dude, the government is definitely crossbreeding ants. It's probably the military. Like we're creating fire ants for even when we have air
They're making
superiority.
kids use psychic powers. Obviously, they're trying to breed ants.
We put ants and just like airdrop them onto like foreign palaces and infest them.
Somebody get us to power rank ants next week, maybe. That'd be funny. But
A
I
fire
learned,
ant termite crossbreed would be insane.
well, fire ant and then army ant. Imagine that. You don't think the army wants their hands in that? An army ant, fire ant, it can carry anything, and then it can also burn you.
You get a marine ant in there to like eat little kids' crayons.
What's a marine ant do?
They're like the Marines, but ants.
Oh,
That was the
maybe
crayon eating joke.
maybe a navy ant.
It could swim.
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't
A
teach
space force ant.
dude.
Oh,
Don't teach
it
ants to
floats.
swim Because like that's a good way to get rid of ants is you just like hit them with water and then they're like
Well,
incapacitated.
a pharaoh ant, they just started like a whole thing.
What if fire ants were fire resistant?
That would be scary.
I wouldn't like that at all.
I wouldn't like that one bit. They're mean. They'll get you.
Like you're trying to like light them on fire as a little kid
And just
with
make
a
them
magnifying
stronger.
glass, and then they just charge you and bite you.
What if it made them bigger? That would be.
Don't bring them to the don't bring them to the Sahara.
Oh, no thanks. Or
Have
yeah.
fucking 10-foot tall ants, like Ant-Man.
Oh, is that what he was? Maybe he was a mud ant.
Well, he had his little device that made him smaller or bigger. Gave it to an ant. It was like a fucking ant the size of a cane corso.
Could he talk with ants?
He could communicate, not like he would talk. They wouldn't speak back in English, but like it was a telepathic thing.
He's like, you want this cool thing that'll make you big? And the ant was like, hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, I mean, what ant wouldn't take something from Paul Rudd?
What person wouldn't take? Like, what
It's
being
true.
at all?
He's
If the
the
aliens
best.
came over, I think we give them Paul Rudd or Jameis Winston. Happy birthday, Jameis Winston, by the way.
Oh, happy birthday, Jameis.
Gravy athlete of the year nominee. Not winner, but nominee.
Greatest quarterback wide receiver combo I've ever seen.
Yeah. Fun fact about the Giants this year, Darius Slayton, 0 touchdowns. Wide receiver for the Giants. Highest paid wide receiver on their roster, by the way. Jameis Winston, quarterback, originally third string quarterback, 1 touchdown.
Well,
Catch.
hey,
Catch. Again, he was a
if Malik
touchdown
Neighbors wasn't
receiver.
injured, Slayton would have got some because it would have opened up the field for him. He's a number 2. He's not a number 1. Don't blame him. He was a number 1
I wouldn't
years
say
ago.
he's a number 2. He looks like number 2 when you watch him play because every game there's a dropped ball. And you're like, what the fuck, dude?
Hey, at least you're not the Jets, buddy.
At least not. And we're going to get a guy we'll talk about in a little bit. But moving on, what do you guys have for the Precome segment?
I mean, I just had the New Year's resolutions, and I also want to shout out Vince and Brittany. My friends got married on January 1st, which once you're in your 30s, is such an amazing wedding day to have. Like, I don't have to plan anything. I don't have to act like I got to do something on New Year's Eve. No, got a wedding to be at.
That's what's up.
It was so fucking perfect.
And you can still party and do all that. Did you do a countdown and everything?
No, God, we all went our separate ways by like 10:30.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was like an after party that was
so
partying.
it was in Georgetown, but like the venue was like 20 minutes away. So then from where my Airbnb was, and me and my buddy, then we like walked into Georgetown, like in the town square, and had a couple drinks there. Which in the
in
town
like suits and everything?
No,
It's always cool when you go out like after a wedding and you're like still wearing, like we did that after a
the
friend's
wedding was on the 1st.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you were just partying.
So like the bar gave us champagne, and like 3 minutes before midnight, the lights came on because it's a small town and everything shuts down at midnight anyway.
They're like, hey, I know we're not going to do the countdown. Actually, we're going to turn the TV off. Ryan Seacrest is busy.
I did do something sick though that we talked about a couple weeks ago. So the Airbnb, we just walked over to the bar on the way back. There's a traffic cone just hanging out in a
Hell
parking
yeah.
lot. Still a traffic cone.
Yeah.
It's still in my trunk.
You
'cause I
got
keep
it.
forgetting to take it out.
But now, if you need to do a little parking management at your place, no, this spot's mine. I told you for like days I had done that at my old place, and it worked every time.
Well, I mean,
Not allowed to reserve spots? Cool. I'm not reserving this. I don't care what happens to it.
I think the traffic cone is the final piece that I needed to really bring my apartment together.
Yeah, and any parking situations that you may find yourself in.
Yeah, but then I got to take it out of my apartment.
Well, that's why you just keep it in the trunk, and then you're like, boom.
That's what it needs to go in the apartment. 'cause
Now what you need to do is steal a second traffic cone.
yeah,
That's
I'm on
how
the
you
lookout.
Yeah.
It's a little bit harder in Houston. I feel like they take a pretty good,
There's a lot of
Keep track
traffic
of 'em.
cones.
but there's always people around them.
No, dude, right here today they were taking down the Christmas trees that are all down the street. Those light up Christmas trees. They had traffic cones all out there. Could have just.
I'm
snagged
going to keep
one.
my eye out.
I hit a traffic cone. I was going to pick up my kids the other day, and there was a school zone, and I was changing lanes, and it was like right where the traffic cone was in the middle of the lanes, and I was like, I mean, I need to get over. I'm going to get over right now. I'm sorry. And like I just looked at the crossing guard and was like, sorry. Like there were no kids crossing or anything, but I
You
was
should
just
have
like,
just looked at her and be like, "It's a
Wha-
cone."
why did you put a traffic cone right in the middle lane? Like are we not allowed to go here? I'm going to get over.
No, you're not. That's why the cone was there, dude.
No.
Yeah, that's why the code was there.
No, it wasn't.
Literally.
It wasn't there. It was like, I don't know, just to mark like that's the walkway for the kids to cross.
You should have
at
got
some
out and
point.
taken it. Just a little light thievery. That's all it
This is
is.
schools, I don't know if rules apply more there. Like they do if
They
you're speeding.
apply like double. there.
Yeah, so I was like, that's like a felony stealing a cone if you get caught. And I was like, I can't go down for that. Why were you late to pick up the kids? Because I stole a traffic cone.
You go to court for it.
Crossing guard caught me.
Your Honor, it was just a little light thievery.
A few small cones.
You just got to hope the judge is a man. Because he would understand. Be like, you got to steal a cone every once in a while in your life. Women don't get it.
Your Honor, boys will be boys. Am I right? He's like, yeah, just get the fuck out of here, dude. What are you doing?
Your Honor, I might have an extra traffic cone that you could have.
You know what? Leave it out back. I drive this Mitsubishi. Leave it out there. It's the gray Mitsubishi, and just walk around backside behind there. We're good. Here's the code to get into the car. You can open the front door. Just put it there. You're good.
That's a good idea.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sorry for wasting your time. Robert, what'd you bring in for Precome segment?
So I found out one of my, not favorite, but like one of my more visited restaurants went from counter service to full service. And I don't like that.
Like
You got to talk to people now?
You walk in, order.
The counter, and they just bring it to you.
Okay.
And you can get up, refill your own drink.
Yeah.
Now it's like they seat you, they take your order, they bring you the cup, they refill.
Now you got to tip.
Now I have to tip. That's my issue now.
So now it's just a to-go restaurant for you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do they do a good job of waiting on you, or is it one of those?
I've only gone once since they made it because
Yeah.
I didn't know they made a change. I went and like, oh, now it's changed, and I haven't gone back since. This was like in November, I think.
That's always like
that's horrible.
It's such a gray area where you're like, you're not a waiter if you're coming to bring me my food, so why should I leave money on the table because you brought me my food that I ordered and then filled up my own drink for and got napkins for? But then like when they switch it, like there's certain places that I've gone to that are the counter service like that, and then they kind of have a server that like waits on you a little bit. Can I get you anything else? Like, no, I ordered the thing already. If I wanted something, I'd go up there. And like I'll refill my drinks. If you don't have the thing in the back, I'm refilling my drink.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, this is me working for me. Okay. You see me filling that drink, and I'll be that guy that like sees them coming to like refill it. I'm down on my water or whatever. I'm like, I gotta get up real fast. Do you want me to fill you? Anybody else at the table? Got it? Cool. Got it. It's like, I can do that. Nah, you're good. You're good.
And they changed things too. Like at the table, they used to have just like a roll of napkins, like you could just freely get.
That.
They had like a thing of utensils that had multiple spoons, multiple forks, multiple knives. That's gone now. And like they had like ketchup that was also already on the table. So this next time that I went, I'm like, there's no ketchup here anymore. And I saw that it was in an area that was like by the fountain drinks. Like I just got up and grabbed it myself. And like now it's like this stuff was already here. Now I do have to ask you to get it.
Right. And I mean, that's what they want you to do. So
Yeah.
then like you have to pay them for the service and all of that stuff. But
But it
that is
changes
annoying.
what you love about the restaurant. You like the vibe of it. Now the vibe is completely different.
Yeah, I like that it was quick. I could just order at the counter. They bring me my food, and I just get up and leave when I was done.
Like, I liked to go to Bullritos when that was a place still, and that was like you would order by just going. They have the bag, and you would check like I want this kind of whatever. You would just check the bag, and then you'd go hand it to them, and they'd be like thanks, and then they would call your name that you wrote on the bag when they were done, and then like I'd go to Freebirds, no free ads, bleep that out, but I'd go to Schmeeshmerds, and they'd be like, "How was your day? So are you from around here?" I'm like, shut the fuck up. I don't want to talk to you about my day. I just want to, can you just make me
over and I need a burrito.
I understand that you're being polite and I am being an asshole, but it's like sometimes I just want to be high and then get a burrito and then just eat it. And like burritos was like, here's your thing. See you later. And I'm like, I don't want to have, what? How's my day? Huh? What? I have had, yeah, no, it was great. It was great. Thank you. And then they're asking another question. I don't need you to ask follow-up questions. You need to know me. Make the burrito, bro. That's me being an asshole, though. But like when you get used to a situation like that, that blows.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, dude.
I appreciate it.
Sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
I can't only like that's not even you're not cool. Like
It's
what?
not-
How
yeah.
bad is this not cool?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty bad.
That's just tragic though, just losing a restaurant because you're like, I don't want the interaction. The food's good, but it's not interaction good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, this is a DoorDash thing, and then I don't want to spend $40 extra to get whatever I was gonna get.
Especially when you're used to like, all right, this is what I'm going to pay here, and you're like, now I got to add 20%
exactly.
onto it. And so it's now you are just a to-go restaurant to me.
That sucks. And on that note, let's move on to the Comeback Kids segment where we tell you what's back this week, according to us. It's brought to you by the Pass the Gravy merch store, passthegravymerch.com. We do have the holiday stuff still there. If you went to the Spooktacular or you didn't go to the Spooktacular, maybe you just enjoyed the Spooktacular. Let's leave the shirts up for the rest of the week. You can get those limited edition shirts. Then they'll be gone from the store. You can get them in all separate colors. I mean, it doesn't make sense to go sell them at the actual events, which would probably make sense, but not the way that our shirts work. So you can order them there. We also still have It's the Holidays Somewhere, which it is the holidays somewhere. It's we got President's Day coming up in a little bit, Labor Day coming up not that long from now, MLK Day.
MLK Day this month.
Holidays somewhere. Can you make the skeleton look like MLK and say it's MLK Day somewhere?
How do you make a skeleton look like MLK?
Just put a suit on him.
A suit, a little mustache.
A suit. He's at a podium saying he has a dream.
Couple hookers behind him.
No.
He liked hookers.
He's saying he has a dream. And he's standing in front of the Washington Monument. Make that, and then I'm sure we'll sell a ton of those. We got the sweatpants, all kinds of cool stuff. Coffee cups, koozies. We got the Pass the Gravy polos you can get, the flags. Shout out to everybody that was rocking the Pass the Gravy flags and all the Pass the Gravy gears over the Christmas break. It was badass to see everybody repping all the PTG stuff, and I really, really, really appreciate it. PassTheGravyMerch.com, PassTheGravyMerch.com, the official sponsor of the Comeback Kid segment. It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
I just need to point out real quick how white you are. You were totally slapping on the wrong beat for that song every time.
Oh, I was doing it on purpose because you looked at me, so I just did it more.
I don't think you were doing it on purpose.
I
I
did
think
it
you're
more
just
than-
very white.
All right, our first Comeback Kid this week is Stranger Things. We kind of talked about it already. Robert and I got to hang out. We had a little bro date with the girls.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to you guys a little bit earlier about it, but I got to hang out with Raquel from the Houston Clothing Swap, and they're intimidating as fuck because not that they're mean or anything, but like
Just boss bees.
yeah, they're boss bees. Like the three girls from the clothing swap are boss bees, and I had never hung out with Raquel before, and I was like, fuck, dude. I hope she likes you. Like that's when I saw she was there. I was like, oh, Robert didn't tell us she was coming. Oh no, she's gonna think I'm a loser. You said she didn't think I was. Robert said she didn't think I was.
Yeah, she liked you guys.
I was nervous.
Well, Raquel is just such a fucking power name too.
And she's a badass, and I don't want to like get on her bad side.
Vaguely, I don't know if foreign's the right word, but like vaguely European.
Sound like a badass.
It's like a
is
sexy
really what it
name
is.
too.
Yeah.
Makes you think of Raquel Welch. One of the biggest
yeah.
sex symbols of all time. And you're like, you're just going to be so much cooler than me already.
I don't
just
look
from your
at
name.
women as sex symbols, Pat. I look at them as people.
I look at them
That's just me,
however
though.
they choose
That's
to
just
be.
me. That's just me. But Diana, Sam, and Raquel are intimidating as fuck because they get shit done. I just don't ever want to get on their bad side. And I don't think I'm on Sam's bad side. And now, according to Robert, I'm not on Raquel's bad side. So I got 2 out of the 3 of them. I just got to not piss off Diana. And I think we're good. I think we're good on that. If I can, I don't know. I'm nervous. Depends on the situation. But that was intimidating. And then we saw Stranger Things. And we left, and we were like, that was a great finale. We saw the
We really enjoyed it.
We saw it in the theaters. It was a fun time. We had been planning it for like 3 weeks. We were like, Robert and I were texting leading up to it. Dude, did you watch the most recent episodes? Yep, I'm all caught up. What'd you think? Oh, I can't. This is what I think might happen. I think this could happen.
I would hope you had watched the most recent episode. and didn't go
but
in
we were checking with
not
each other
caught up.
over the break because it was like Christmas Eve and shit like that was when it came out. So we were like, do you see the new ones yet? And we got all caught up and we're talking about what our theories were. And then like that was a fun experience. It was like you don't really get to do that anymore with all the streaming stuff. You just watch it and then you say what you thought about it after it was over. And so we were all excited to go see it. We saw it. We left. We were standing out in the parking lot for like 30 minutes. I was like, oh my God. And I like this part too. And it was so great. And then we got on the internet and the internet fucking hated it.
As they do all.
They were like, wow, way to ruin a great series. I was like, I thought that I left feeling like, what a fantastic wrap up of this series. Yeah, then maybe they could have gone other ways. They could have done different stuff. I understand that maybe it didn't go the way it did. But I think the problem with Stranger Things is like a lot of things. Like I'm a big fan of Severance, and Severance fans do this too, where they look at every little thing from everything. Well, if you see season 3, episode 5, and this poster right here, that could be a hint that this is going to happen. And then they just get in their head with all these theories. And then I think people just built up in their head what they thought the finale was going to be, or what to them it was supposed to be. And then it didn't end up being that. And then they're like, this is bullshit. Why didn't they write it the way I wanted them to write it? This is fucking bullshit. And just chill out. It's not, the show's not about you. You don't have to like the end of the show, but I don't think it was a bad ending. I thought that the way that it ended left it, there's a couple of things you could take away from whatever you wanted to take away from it. Yeah, but there's so-and-so, like, I've learned a lot of words like canon and plot armor and all this other stuff. It's just like, shut up, nerd. You didn't like the ending. Stop fucking bitching about it. Stop fucking bitching about it. And now there's people that are online that are like, well, they're going to actually release a second finale, the real finale. It's like, right, because they did only press for the shows that they were promoting. And they would definitely not have done press for the finale. They also definitely didn't have theaters open for people to go see a finale that was a fake finale. Like that, they definitely wouldn't do that to us, would they?
Well, I mean,
well, they might. Like, if they write so poorly, they could do that. It's like, I don't know, man.
that would make sense though, to do the theater thing and then another one so you could double dip on theaters, because theaters have been hurting. That is something they would do. But also
No, it's not, because they would. Because if they did it where they told you the day before, nobody's going to make reservations. Robert
Yes,
and
they
I
would.
had reservations 3 weeks out on that, and they were hard as shit to get the day before on like a Thursday
They
to
totally
release it. You think that the theaters are just going to be sold out like crazy?
I'm just saying, I think
New
theaters
Year's
they
Eve
would
to have
conspire
people
for that.
sit in a theater to watch a show finale makes sense. Like that was a good timing for it. People are usually free New Year's Eve. The Thursday that everybody's back from work or back to work, like, yeah, we're gonna just take off Thursday and go check out this in the theater. No, they're not gonna do that. If you didn't like the finale, you're allowed to not like the finale. But to try and tell other people that they're wrong for thinking that it was a decent finale is just you being an asshole. And because your brain can think of cool shit doesn't mean that every show has to end the way that your brain can think of shit for. That's pretty much what I took away with it. And then I also was like, man, I'm really glad I never got this fucking pissy about a show. Like Walking Dead, I was like, it's run its course to me. I'm over Walking Dead like the 75th season or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then I just stopped watching it. I wasn't, oh, how can I watch this anymore? But that's like, and it's my own fault for looking at every Reddit post because I like the theories. I think people had pretty cool theories. They had very intricate theories where you're like, yes, if you based it off of what so-and-so said to so-and-so in season 4, and then you tied that back to season 1, episode 2, where so-and-so referenced to liking pennies, like, then, maybe Pennywise the clown comes out and turns into Vecna. I don't know. Like, if that's what you got from that, that'd be crazy if that happened. You're right. But, like, I don't think that the Duffer Brothers were really stressing on their $60 million an episode Netflix deal where they were like, well, fuck Slayer 44 on Reddit said that we should make Vecna imagine all of this and scare them, and then we'll put a real episode out after that.
That would be such a bad idea too. Like the big fake out and everyone like.
I would be so pissed if that was what they did. I'd be like, no. Stick with what you did. Stick with what you did.
Yeah. People are acting like this is like a Game of Thrones finale.
It's not and I didn't watch Game of Thrones. I was Team Bran season 1 from what I watched, and then I saw the ending of how season 1 was going to end, and I stopped. But I don't think it was anywhere near that.
Well, that's the problem. Like, this is what you should do. This is how I enjoy
It's a
shows.
TV show.
You don't go online and read everyone's theories, because best case scenario, one of the theories you read is correct, and it ruins the ending for
It
you.
wouldn't
because
ruin
you
it
find
if
out what happens.
if it's a prediction.
But then worst case scenario is you start buying into all these different theories, none of them happen, and then you're angry about it. Just don't go watch all these theories. Do what I do. Watch everything surface level. Don't look for deeper meaning. This is how I read books too, and it kind of fucked me sometimes in English class. It's like, what's deeper meaning? I don't know. He said he was doing this. I kind of took him at his
I
word
was
for
really
that.
good at bullshitting deeper meanings. I was like, well, really, what he's saying, the Scarlet Letter is more of a euphemism for Scarlet, obviously.
mean, as long as it's multiple choice,
And Scarlet just doesn't like the Scarlet Letter is the burden that she's carrying with her throughout the town. Like, wow, Alex, that was great.
Yeah, but just don't go online. That's or you.
The
can go
Great
online.
Gatsby was
Spend all
really
day
more of a
online.
look at, was he great, or was it his things that were great?
Fan theories at best, it's slightly entertaining.
No,
But
it's
people
my
get too into it.
It was
I knew better than the people that created the show. No, you fucking didn't. Also, you're not creative enough. Well, what I came up with in my head was better. Oh, you mean off of all of the material that they created
like
before
you didn't
that
create
to
the
give you
characters that they put there. Well, I would have done that. Well, you wouldn't have created Vecna. You wouldn't have created Dustin. You wouldn't have had Joyce Byers. You wouldn't have had all these people. They wouldn't have been the way that they are because you didn't fucking write that.
As someone who didn't watch the show, this is what I've gathered. It was the best season yet because they added Eric Cartman. They added a fat little
kinda
dickhead
had a
kid.
little Eric Cartman kid. He was pretty great. I don't know. I didn't think it was the best season of all, but I thought like it is incredibly difficult to wrap up a show.
Yes.
That a lot of people like.
I mean, there's like one show of all time that everyone liked the ending.
Breaking Bad.
That was it. Every other show since it, like, thank God The
Better Call
Sopranos was
Saul.
around kind of like, or it ended at the beginning of the internet of like everyone being
No,
online
but I
all
still
the time.
the Sopranos
People hated it, but it wasn't like
it's
a
one of the best
firestorm
endings
online.
of all time because to me a best ending is if you're still talking about the ending of a show years later, like everybody is, like what happened with Tony Soprano? We know what happened with Tony Soprano.
Yeah, he got fucking killed.
We know what happened. He alluded to it
Like my favorite ending of all
several times.
was Sons of Anarchy, and there was a lot of people that hated that ending. I was like, I thought it was fucking perfect.
because you don't have unrealistic expectations going, well, I just thought they were going to give us, it's like people like, we deserved better. Like, you didn't deserve shit, bro. You didn't do anything besides subscribe to Netflix.
And
They spent 10 years of their life making a thing, man. Fuck
and
you.
90% of people that have been watching all these years, you weren't paying for your own Netflix anyway, so you got free entertainment. It was your mom paying for
The
the
guy-
account, or your
yeah.
buddy's account, or your cousin's account. You're not paying.
You just spent 2 weeks of your life watching a show that you got really attached to. They don't owe you anything.
Not a goddamn thing.
They don't owe you anything, nor do they fucking care. And I think the Duffer Brothers have been pretty cool in all their interviews about
And-
stuff.
and
And I
don't
don't really
worry-
care about plot armor because if you it's a sci-fi show. It's a
Yeah.
show
It's a-
that's based in sci-fi. And from what I've learned with sci-fi, like Lost, it's like sometimes you don't have to explain it because it's fucking science fiction and it's not real.
Yeah, but dude, there was like, did you see the video where the 83 plot holes that were left in? Who gives a shit?
Yeah,
you're
well,
gonna,
how
gonna
did
get
they-
a spin off in 2 years anyway?
How do they defy gravity like that? It's like, I don't know, man. One of them has magic powers,
Ask
man.
a Felba.
You can do magic shit, okay? Yeah, ask a Felba. That's the fucking Wicked Witch.
I don't know. It's a show about alternate dimensions and kids with fucking magical powers. Maybe that's how they defy fucking gravity.
But there's a debate to the ending, and I think that people will be debating how Stranger Things ended for the next 10 years to how like Sopranos ended in 2000 something. So like, yeah, 20 years from now, do you think people will still talk about like,
Yeah.
well, how do you think it ended? Because if that did, then they fucking crushed the ending. And
can't-
having an ending like that is hard to do when people are still talking about it. Breaking Bad was perfect because you sealed it, like you sealed it all perfectly. You were watching but Sopranos and Breaking Bad, you're rooting for the bad guy. The bad guy is the good guy, and the bad guy has to have something happen to them at the end. And you kind of know
Anti-heroes
that.
are the best.
And like, so I feel like Walter White dying, we're like, yeah, we kind of knew that was going to go down probably that way, or him going to jail.
I can't wait in like 6 months to 3 years to finally watch all of Stranger Things and just post one thing online like, I love the ending, and then just mute the responses.
Well, I had posted something and people were just like, that fucking sucked. And then we like Gravy Gang gets it. Like Raymundo posted, was like, yeah, I think everybody's hyped it up in their head and it didn't. It's like, yeah, you're entitled to have your theories. And that is the most fun part of it. Where like, I remember like this was the first show since really like Lost. Like I felt like Severance could get that way, but I don't know enough people that also watch Severance where like, I'm like texting my friends like, bro, oh my God, 11. Do you think Hopper's going to die? Do you think this is going to happen? Is Steve Harrington going to do this?
You mean
Like,
die again?
just coming off with all of your theories and shit. Like that was so much fun episode to episode. And that had, like there haven't been a lot of shows since we've gone to just streaming that have been like that. And I thought that was the cool thing about Stranger Things. But then you also get the diehards and the super fans that are just going to lose their mind over it not ending the way they wanted it to end. And I don't know, take it for what it was. It was art. I thought it was awesome. We got 9 years of our lives where we got to watch that cool stuff. And I was happy with it. Robert was happy with it. Everybody we were with was happy with it. It was sick.
It's just people online that are douchebags. Everybody online sucks.
Yeah, including us. But I think we were right. We're right on that one. So listen to us on that because we're right on this. Stranger Things is back and just chill out, all right? They don't owe anybody the ending that you think it should be. And if they did, then like if you predicted all of these crazy theories and then that happened, are you like, wow, that was amazing? Or you're like, wow, they did exactly what we expected them to do. Like
It was predictable.
right?
that'd
That's
be
exactly
the-
what it would have
that'd
been.
be the- that'd be the
It's a
complaint.
lose-lose spot. But I think the way that we got it, I was happy with it. And it was a very 80s ending.
Yes.
It was a very
Yes.
80s ending. for a show that was based in the 80s. Our next comeback kid this week. I feel like we're 7 days into it. I feel like just not doing a podcast until the 7th of January really fucked us, but happy Manuary, everybody.
Fucking happy Manuary.
Manuary is back. Adam the Cop, shout out to him. He's been, I think we've all three been featured for Man of the Day. He's doing his Man of the Day Manuary post every single day. Adam the Cop. I'm going to pull up his Twitter so we can tell you guys to go follow him.
It's best month of the year, as far as I'm concerned.
I think so too.
And for anyone that wants to complain, hey, we get it out of the way early. All right, ladies, you can have the rest of the time.
That's
it's a woman's world. That's what they say, right?
That is what we say. So Manuary, if you're new to the podcast, Manuary is something we started about 3-4 years ago, and we decided, hey, why not give a month to men? You know, finally something for the guys. You know, there's Women's Awareness Month. There's every kind of Heritage Month. There's History Month. There's all that. Well, let's give some to the fellas. And then also you can double it up because then when people bitch like, oh, why do we have to have Asian Indian Heritage Month? You're like, shut the fuck up. You had Manuary. Shut your fucking mouth. So really it's just like we get to write off not letting people bitch for the rest of the year. We can celebrate Manuary. Every Monday we have manwiches. That's what we do in my household. My wife knows that, and that's just been our thing for the last 4 years. Every Monday in Manuary is Manwich Monday, and it rocks. And
Elle
I look
getting down on the manwiches?
She's
dabbled,
but she's not a fan. Not a fan, I wouldn't say yet. But, like, you know, she's not a man, so she doesn't get it.
Fair enough.
She doesn't get it. I was like, babe, you'll understand this one day. You'll understand how great Manuary truly is. Adam the Cop TX, at Adam the Cop TX is his handle if you want to go follow Adam's Manuary posts every day. But Manuary is really just a month where we celebrate dudes being guys being dudes, just doing dude shit, watching horses pull people on skis and be like, hell yeah. Just watching hydraulic presses and saying hell yeah to that.
Drinking a few little beers.
Looking at it, having a few small beers with the boys.
Damn it. Fuck that up.
Having a few small beers with the boys is always fun, though, man. And if you hear anybody bitching later on in the year about some Heritage Month or anybody getting a special month or anything like that, tell them to shut the fuck up and be like, well, I didn't hear you saying that Manuary was stupid. And if they say, I didn't know about Manuary, be like, that's on you for not educating yourself. Because we have been educating the world for the last 4 years about Manuary, where it's not to raise awareness of men, it's to just appreciate dudes being dudes. You know?
It's nice to be appreciated.
Like, I don't want anything besides just being like, hey, guys rock. Like, just give us one of those. And
Manuary, buddy.
Yeah, dap it up every now and then. Ladies, you know, you do what you want to do. If you want to treat your guy, I'm just saying. It's his month. You know? And then maybe Valentine's Day is a little extra special for you. Huh? Maybe he gets you
do something special for the guys.
Maybe he gets you something nice. But if you hear anybody bitching later on in the year, say, you got Manuary, shut your fucking mouth. We celebrated you. Now it's your turn to respect everybody else and their months, all right? This is really just a way to write off the people that bitch, because I always hated that. And then Manuary became a thing, and we're stoked about it. But we need to just post, like, cool YouTube videos. Each of you guys send me a YouTube video you just did. It's sick, and we'll just watch it. And I'll post that and be like, happy Manuary, everybody. And then we'll be like, hell yeah. And then all of you just reply to the video, just hell yeah. Like, nothing else but hell yeah. Hell yeah. Or dudes rock. And it's just dumb shit.
The boys are undefeated.
Yeah.
I actually commented that on a video the other day. It was a bunch of, 15-year-old kids. They're like, this is the drink of the month. And they just put, like, orange juice and spicy Korean tuna and liver and just made the grossest concoction possible. And I was like, the boys are undefeated. Nothing better than just hanging out with the boys and doing dumb shit like that. I was like, it's good to see high schoolers are still doing dumb shit like that with the boys.
I like those videos where it's like, my name's so-and-so and I brought this to, like, they're making like the jungle juice or whatever. And it's like, I brought tequila. I brought Trulies. And somebody is like, I brought wood. Why?
I brought charcoal.
No, don't put it in there. Stop. Now we're going to have to drink all that.
Yep.
And I brought bleach.
Like, are you okay, Phil? Bringing bleach?
I need to post this as our Manuary video for today, but I got sucked into the rabbit hole of, have you ever seen people flamethrowing snow?
Yes. It's so awesome.
It was so sick.
Your dumbass neighbor's like fucking scooping his driveway and you're just like...
But the guy was like attaching it to like a camping propane tank, like one of those tiny little green things, and then he had like built it. It wasn't like a flamethrower. It was like a homemade flamethrower. It was like, all right, this is how you shovel your driveway in 30 seconds. And he was just like,
Just
and all the snow is gone. I was
maybe
like,
if you have an HOA, don't do that.
but it's like watching somebody power wash. And you're like, ooh, it looks clean. And you're like, ooh, no more snow. Neat. And I watched that for an hour when I should have been in bed last night.
Shame
and it was
we
great.
didn't get any snow this year. Maybe we'll get a random snow day in January. Probably not.
And then we can build flamethrowers. But like
just
that
a
was
lighter and some aerosol.
But that was one of those situations where I was like, hell yeah, dude's rock. This guy was like, you know what? I'm not doing shoveling, but I will burn that snow. Hell yeah. You can't make a flamethrower. Shut up, lady. It's Manuary. I'm doing what I want.
Thought this was America.
You want to back out of the driveway?
The last snow year was on January 21st.
Ooh, we got time.
We have time.
We need to. It's already back in the 80s.
We got time. But yeah, happy Manuary to all those out there, and please respect our month, ladies. All right, we respect all of your months, like we always respect women. Please respect Manuary. I know the Gravy Gang will, but please tell all of your other broads out there, but like, you gotta respect us.
Hey, Toots, it's our month.
Hey, Toots, this is my month. All right, I'm gonna have a few small beers with the boys, and you have to respect that. Okay?
Use some out-of-date, old-timey slang for women. It's okay this month.
All right, you and your little fillies get next month, okay? I don't care what you do. This month, it's my month, me and the boys. Also back this week, another comeback kid is Venezuela. Shout out Jose Altuve.
Yeah.
He's gonna play in the World Baseball Classic for Team Venezuela.
I didn't even see his response on that.
I don't know if he is, but what if that was just the Venezuela?
He's
kid?
older, but he's got to still be good enough to make the team.
He's gotta be the best Venezuelan player.
I don't know.
if
There's
that's true.
probably some others in the league now, maybe a good pitcher here and there.
He would still make the team.
Did you see our pitching rotation though? We got Scooble and Skeens, just 1-2. Good fucking luck.
Did you see the one video where it was like the U.S. bombing Venezuela? Where have I seen this before? And it was the last World Baseball Classic where we hit like a 3-run bomb in the 8th inning to take the lead.
Venezuela's really back because I think we stole their president.
Yeah. In the middle of the night, 3 hours. I didn't know you could do that. You could just take another country's leader.
I didn't know that either. It was like the meme. Like I'm not a political side of the aisle guy, but like
Ask forgiveness, not permission.
I'm a memes guy, and the memes were electric, and that's all I'm gonna say.
So many good memes. I showed you one beforehand where Trump was sitting with him and with Maduro and Carbonite behind his desk. That
Like
was a
Han
great one.
Solo, Nicolas Cage being like, I'm gonna steal the president of Venezuela.
My favorite one was it said Trump should do a press conference with Maduro like this, and it's just the scene from Pulp Fiction where he's got the guy sitting there with his hand on the gimp.
But Maduro got snatched in his like sick ass Nike tracksuit, looking like a badass.
I already saw like, oh really? They changed his outfit 4 different times. Oh yeah, I bet he's just off on an island with Epstein. I was like, dude, we're already getting the conspiracy hot takes on this. This is great.
I don't know. Like, I don't know a lot about Venezuelan politics. I don't know a lot about American politics. So, like, I'm not going to say what is right or wrong. I'm just going to say the memes were very funny. And then Maduro is just a fun name to say. And I also think it'd be funny just to be like, just assume that everybody that's in charge in Venezuela is the Maduro.
That's the title.
Who's going to be the new Maduro of Venezuela? It's like, you think that's the king's name?
Maduro is just Venezuelan
It's
for
like,
president.
yeah, it's Venezuela. That's really what I want. Like, that's the fake information we should start putting out there. Oh, dude, so and so is going to be the next Maduro. Sick. Like, are you saying a bad guy? I don't know. In charge.
We only did it for the oil. No, not America. We've never done that before. All I know is, hey, if we can get down to $1 a gallon again, mission success.
Dick Cheney would have loved this.
Oh my! He's got the worst FOMO right now.
He's rolling in his grave right now. Like, oh, I could have done this.
He called up fucking George, and he's like, "You mean to tell me we could have just gone south? We didn't have to go halfway across the world?
Halliburton would have made a fortune on this."
Nobody told me there was oil down there.
I made somebody mad because they misspelled Dick Cheney's name on a meme like that, and I intentionally wrote Vietnam. I was like, autocorrect strikes again.
All we got to do is play one NFL game down in Venezuela in the next 10 years, and everyone will get over it.
I don't know if we want to go to Venezuela.
In 10 years.
Like, we need to make a list. I don't know if I want to make Robert have to be in charge of this, but you need to just get a world map of all the countries, and then when we're just like, you know what? I'm fine not ever going to that country. You can just cross it out. and then we'll just see how many countries we're like, I'd be cool going to that one.
I mean, I'm fine never leaving the
No,
United
I know,
States,
but it would be funny to just have like as we go, just continue adding more to it. So it's like in 2 years, it's like really it's just the United States. Honestly, you guys are just going to the United States. You even got rid of Puerto Rico, which is part of the United States, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. I don't know what you guys have against them, but you hated on them for a second. But just like, okay, I don't know what Uzbekistan, not going there.
Mine is just like USA, Ireland, and Japan.
Mine would just be USA and Jamaica.
Really, mine,
And Italy.
I just circle Asia and nowhere else in the world do I want to go.
Circle the Bahamas only.
Pajamas.
Only the Bahamas. I learned that they are their own independent nation. Did not know that.
Their only export is vibes. I'm convinced of it.
But I definitely thought that seems like that was like a British-owned island or something like that.
Well, at some point, everything was.
True. But yeah, Venezuela's back. Really, I don't have anything to comment on it, but the memes were fire. And that's my comment on that. And then getting into what do we have next? We have the NFL coaching carousel. Speaking of that, you see my sick meme I made with John Harbaugh, and it was Maduro getting carried out by the DEA agents, but I put the Giants logo over the DEA logo, and I put John Harbaugh over Maduro's face. It was do it, make it happen.
You were all in on Stefanski for so long, and then John Harbaugh went.
I didn't think it was. I had said multiple times, like, if for some reason John Harbaugh becomes like, I was like, if Matt LaFleur or John Harbaugh loses their job, absolutely, I'm taking them. But
I
like,
didn't even
think
text
it was
you because I knew. Because here's the rule: I have a very simple rule for when you're hiring an NFL coach. If a Harbaugh is available, you get a Harbaugh.
That's exactly what I think.
Yep.
That's exactly what I think.
And now,
why? Because they win shit.
Now you can have Stefanski as your fallback guy. How sick is that?
I don't want a fallback guy. Now I'm all in on Harbaugh. I'll be mad if we have to settle for Stefanski.
But you
now.
wanted Stefanski for 8
I did.
months.
But
so even if you only get Stefanski, that's a home run. Harbaugh's a grand slam.
I was arguing yesterday with Ravens fans, I guess. They were Ravens fans. People who were anti-Harbaugh guys. And I was like, you must be upset. Because they were, well, he only went 13-11 in the postseason. I was like, buddy, if the Giants got to play 24 postseason games, I would fucking kill a guy. I would kill a guy if the Giants could play 24 postseason games, because that doesn't mean they're 1-out in the postseason. That means they're doing. He was there for fucking 18 years.
Monday night,
we were seniors in high school when he got hired, and he's fucking coached that team, and they've been relevant almost every single fucking year since 2008. John Harbaugh has done that, and John Harbaugh has a fucking quarterback that's ready to go. Mm-hmm. He's got a fucking lightning bolt of a running back ready to go. He's got a fucking receiver one ready to go. He's got one of the best defensive lines in football ready to go, and all he does is draft well. So then you're gonna have to do like whenever the Giants do shit, where the Ravens would take somebody, you're like, that's a guy with a questionable character. They said, like, what do the Ravens know? He's like, oh, he's gonna be a fucking all pro. He's gonna be the stud. He's gonna be a stud. Like now, when the Giants will draft guys, you're like, what do they know? And I'm like, that can be my team then. I want that. I want that so bad. I would commit a felony for John Harbaugh to be the Giants head coach.
Steal a traffic cone in a school zone.
I would steal a traffic cone if like John Harbaugh was like, I will sign with the Giants if you steal a traffic cone in a school zone. I was like, John, I'll steal all the traffic cones. But
I was talking with my friends about it when he came available.
I would die for John Harbaugh if he's our coach.
And they're like, I don't know if the Giants want. I think they might want to go with an offensive guy with Dart. And I was like, he was a special teams coach when he got the head coaching job. I don't even know if Harbaugh's an offensive or a defensive guy, which way he leans.
He played quarterback.
He's just a great coach.
Did he play quarterback? They both played quarterback.
Probably.
So yeah, guess what? Guess what Jackson Dart is? A quarterback.
Yeah, I gotta wait another week because on Monday I was talking with former Texans GM Rick Smith, good guy. Mm-hmm. He was at the restaurant. We were talking about Stefanski because we were talking about how he has his pick of anywhere he wants to go because he's the best coaching candidate. And I had said it and he agreed with me, which made me feel very smart. That I was thinking probably Giants just because his best quarterback out there available for the teams. But now that Harbaugh's over,
Rick Smith said the Giants should do that. That makes me question his decisions because Rick Smith wasn't a great GM.
He wasn't, but at the time, but he's moved on and but he has actual football knowledge where we just watch football.
That's like Charlie Casserly when he's like, or Mike Tannenbaum on ESPN, where they're like, I just don't know about this this Mendoza guy.
He was just saying that it was the best situation coming up because it's the best quarterback available.
Well, and it is the best situation you can go in, plug and play.
As an offensive coach, it was the best quarterback available to work with.
But like, I was worried about the coaching carousel this year, and then Stefanski, I think, came open, and I was like, that could happen. It might not. Harbaugh, there were rumors. My biggest fear is that
I still can't believe they did it. It's so dumb.
Like-
I guess Lamar wanted him out.
sometimes
That's
you
the
just
only
need
thing
to
that
change.
makes sense.
Sean Payton was kind of the same way. Need to change a little bit, change the scenery, but then you know what? Just fucking rev up the Giants. We'll be in it all the time.
Now-
just make my life happy, Giants. That's all I'm asking. I don't ask for a lot. I just ask for you to win some games. Don't make me hate Sundays. You make me fucking hate Sundays. And I love this team. It was my first love. It was my first love. The New York Giants are my first love. And every Sunday I will watch your shit team. I will hate it, and I've hated it for the last 5 years.
I mean, here's
And
what's
just
going to happen.
Give me a fucking Sunday where I can.
You're going to get Harbaugh because it only makes sense now that the Browns get rid of Stefanski when he's the best thing that's happened to your franchise in the last 25 years. He coached the Browns for 6 years. That never happens.
the Browns.
And he brought them to a playoff win, made them an actual functioning team. And then because of injuries and other bullshit and not giving him a quarterback, you fire him. He's going to now go to the Ravens and he's going to kick the dog shit of the Browns back to the Stone Age. That's it's going to be ultimate revenge for
That
him.
would
Like,
be-
oh, really? I made you a functioning organization. You're going to fuck me over? Okay, now I'm going to go take over a team that left your city to become successful, and now I'm going to kick your fucking ass again for the next 15 years.
And it's all because a kicker missed a 44-yard field goal that
Yeah.
would have sent them to the playoffs.
And I had the message all typed out to my brother about I fucking hate kickers so much. Aaron Rodgers' career is going to end not going to the playoffs because a fucking kicker couldn't make a field goal. And then the Ravens missed their field goal, and I was like, oh my God.
I will make you a promise, Pat. If the Giants hire John Harbaugh, I will not say a bad thing about Aaron Rodgers ever again because him beating the Ravens made the Giants possibly be able to get him.
That's going to be pretty easy to do when this is probably Aaron's last
No,
year.
but even if when he does, because when he's retired, he's going to do some fuck shit. You know he's going to do some fuck shit.
Possibly, he might also literally disappear. Like,
Well,
TMZ
he's going
might
to do
not even check.
ayahuasca for like 6 months, then he's going to come back and be like, guess what? I also think that ivermectin is better than Tylenol.
You know what? Maybe we just install Aaron Rodgers as the new Maduro.
The new Maduro, yeah. I think, yeah. Aaron
He
Rodgers
could
would make a
lead
good
that
Maduro.
country.
He seems like he'd be
He's a
chilling in
dick, but he's
Venezuela.
less of a dick.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I Aaron Rodgers for Maduro only if John Harbaugh gets hired by the Giants. Giants
Deal.
don't fuck it up.
I'll take that deal.
There. I won't say a bad thing about him. Anything he does, I'm like, you know what? He's got a point there. That Aaron guy, let's let him finish. Let's hear him out, all right?
With his mystery wife.
Yeah, and your invisible wife or whatever. I won't say a word about his wife.
His wife is Canadian. She goes to a different school.
She goes, yeah, you don't know her. You don't know her. But yeah, that's been pretty crazy. The whole coaching carousel. Raheem Morris out in Atlanta. Stefanski obviously out at the Browns.
Most of the main coaching candidates are all defensive guys. There's not really any hot offensive names besides Stefanski. It's going to be an interesting year.
The thing about Harbaugh that scares me the most is if the Bills lose and have to and fire their coach. But don't though. Just don't lose.
That does seem like
and then
somewhere
also
he'd want to be.
what would be crazy is if the Steelers lost to the Texans and then they fired Mike Tomlin. And then
the Ravens would be like, fuck, we didn't have to fire our guy?
No, but they fire Mike Tomlin and then
They just
hire Harbaugh and then Mike Tomlin goes to the Ravens. And you're like, you guys fought each other on the what? They just swap hats? That'd be crazy.
They're just Batman and the Joker destined to fight
Those
each
are my
other
nightmare
forever.
scenarios, but just like John Harbaugh. Please. Just please. Please. If I ever have a son, I'll name him John.
You guys just
I
need to
promise
offer
you.
him like $20 million.
Here's a check. You can write whatever number you want because it doesn't go against the salary cap. Also, we own an NFL team. We are billionaires. It doesn't matter.
Come on, Mr. Mara, do the right thing.
Mr. Mara, please. I hope your treatment's going well. What would really probably help lift your treatment and spirits is
Getting a
signing
Harbaugh.
John Harbaugh to like a 50-year deal.
Harbaugh.
Lifetime deal.
Harbaugh.
Win a Super Bowl. Remember Tom Coughlin? You did that. He was on his second run. How'd that work out? It was pretty cool. Do it.
Harbaugh. It's such a fun name to say, too.
Harbaugh. Who's got it? If we said I get to do, who's got it better than us? Nobody. I get to say that all the time. That's what they say in that family, Robert. That's how they say things. Their dad always said that.
They're all just psychos that love nothing but football.
And they also their dad used to time them to go upstairs from the basement to get him a beer and bring it down. And they just had like the little notepad that he would cross out the names on. And like they hated each other if they didn't have the record for it. And like I was like that guy's a competitor. That's what I like about him.
They're both in their 60s, and they said
wrestle.
like 2 years ago on their family vacation, they were like wrestling in the water and like
Holding each other underwater.
Jim was like trying to drown John, and they're both like 67, 65 years old.
It's everything I've ever wanted in a coach. Really, is John Harbaugh, and I just you make a little boy so happy, Giants and Jim or John, if you do this. All right, please.
I'm rooting for you, buddy.
It'll feel like we won the Super Bowl if we sign him. Also back is the Yoffs. The Yoffs are back.
Yoffs are back.
Yoffs, baby.
I got Bears, Packers this Saturday.
Super wild card weekend.
Kind of the only team in the playoffs in the NFC that I actually feel confident in the Packers' ability to win right now with how decimated we are by injuries. I still am not 100% sure that we will, but in the last like 15 years, the Packers in Soldier Field have only lost like 3 times. They're like 3-14 or something like that. And one of them was 3 weeks ago. So revenge time. And Caleb's a little bitch.
Are you upset that the Bears lost because now they might be like chip on their shoulder?
No, because I saw what they did 3 weeks ago. They couldn't score against our defense that was already decimated by injuries. They did it not having to play against Jordan Love. They were playing against our backup. And this is just perfect. The Bears have their best year in 15 years. Their best team in 15 years. They finally have the stud coach, but their quarterback's a little bitch. He's going to shrink in the moment like he always does. And the Packers are going to rip Bears fans' hearts out in the part where it's like they've been so excited all year, and it will all be for naught. It's going to be beautiful. Or even if we lose, I'm like, dude, we were so fucking injured. We're just going to take it back next year.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it's a win-win.
Yeah.
Win.
Like I've said it before, only like 30 to 40% of me not believing in Caleb Williams is just being a hater of the Bears. He's a little bitch. He cried in college after losing. He cried on his mom's shoulder after losing a regular season game, and he paints his fingernails. He's a little bitch.
It is always
wears
fun
dresses
when your like rival gets a new quarterback, and you're like, I don't even have to even look at your stats. Fuck you. You suck.
Yeah,
Jalen Hurts, bitch.
It's what I've done.
Yeah, he won Super Bowl MVP last year. Still a bitch.
For the last 15 years, every time the Bears have drafted a quarterback, I was like, Mitch Trubisky, not worried.
Trubisky.
Justin Fields, not worried.
Yeah.
Caleb's got all the tools, but he's a little bitch. He's a little bitch.
It's a little bitch. To shut down the run game, y'all should be good.
So we got that game coming up. Other than that, a lot of great games. Really, the only bad one is
Rams.
Panthers-Rams. I think it's the only game that's a bigger spread than 3.5 points. But so every game should be competitive and close, except for that one. I think the Rams are going to win by like 25.
Speaking of competitive and close, past great picks.
You're starting to get a little bit of a lead. I've been on a cold stretch the last 4 or 5 weeks.
30, 23, and 1. I am. You are 28 and 26. Both still above 500.
I thought I was farther behind than that.
No.
Because you know why? Because I fucking bet on the Bears over last week, and Caleb Williams can't do shit against a horrible Lions defense.
Yeah.
Little bitch.
That was tough. But
Shuck did it for me.
The offs are back, and then also the college football playoff back.
Dude, this is nuts.
The semifinals, they're going to be playing Thursday and Friday, and then so you get Thursday, Friday college football playoffs, then Saturday, Sunday, Monday NFL playoffs. Tell your wives it's Manuary, all right? This is what Manuary is all about. Having a few small beers with the boys.
Every day.
Every day, because it's football day, so you can drink when there's football, and that's how I justify it.
Always.
I cracked a beer Monday just because I hadn't cracked a beer, and I was like, I've been going on a pretty good streak, so I wanted to keep it going, and I was like, well, fuck, there's no football on. And then there was the FCS championship game. I was like, counts.
Yeah, it felt weird being at work on a Monday and there was no NFL football. I was like, I don't know what to put on the TV.
Yeah, in a couple of weeks we're gonna feel that way all the time.
I don't want to think about that.
Hockey's on though, so hockey's cool. Shout out the Red Wings.
Hell yeah. College basketball, I'm getting into that.
Yeah.
Shout out Kansas's comeback last night. That helped.
Yeah. Wisconsin took it to UCLA last night. Duke got a win.
The Dukies.
But yeah. That's just us saying random football things. Miami and Ole Miss play tomorrow night.
I have no feel for that game.
And
I don't know what
then
to do.
We have
Indiana
and Oregon.
That one feels like it's going to be a great game. I'm all in on Cignetti, right? Like that's who you're going for is Indiana?
Yeah.
I feel like you have to. They've literally historically been the worst team in the history of D1 college football. They have more losses than any other team. And in 2 years, Kurt Cignetti took them to the best team in the country.
But
and he's an absolute madman.
If Ole Miss gets in, I kind of got to support my boy Jackson Dart and Eli.
Fair.
And also an interim coach winning a national championship would just be like, you guys think coaching's that big a deal? Fuck y'all.
That would be the funniest one is Lane leaving because he goes to LSU because you can win one there. And then he leaves and the rest of the staff and the players all win one without him.
But Lane would also
he'd get a ring for it.
Because he gets, I think, 10. Was it 10?
LSU's still paying out all of his bonuses that he had from Ole Miss.
But he gets like a couple, like it's like a $10,000 or $15,000 bonus per win.
No, it's like 100.
Oh, 100? Okay.
Yeah.
He gets a bonus per playoff win that was in his contract, even though he is no longer the coach.
Well, it's because LSU is paying those out to him now. Ole Miss isn't paying
Oh,
them.
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
LSU wrote it into their contract that they would still
That's
do
tight.
it. You know what? At this point, I'm just, fuck Miami. I don't want Miami to win at
I
all.
do want Miami.
No,
I
fuck
like
them.
Miami. They're a fun team.
Fuck them. Notre Dame should.
The U being back, well, like now you don't have that
can't
argument
complain.
anymore. Ohio State is not losing to Notre Dame.
I just fuck Miami because they're a historic rivalry against Notre Dame, so fuck them. I don't like Miami.
And also, it's just a fuck you to A&M who made us start late for the Spooktacular because they played like shit. So really, you deserve this.
Horrible fucking game.
You deserve this, A&M. You have to watch the team that scored 10 points against you beat the shit out of Ohio State. And I just hate Ohio State with a passion. So fuck Ohio
Really?
State.
Yeah,
and
really,
it was good to
honestly,
just see them not win.
It's anybody but Miami. Ole Miss, cool colors, have never really been there. It would be good for them. Indiana, great story. Or Oregon, the best uniforms in all of college football. It'd be good to see them finally get over the top and win it all.
And Dan Lanning coached at Sam Houston, so I also have a soft spot for him.
What a fucking badass he is.
He's like an offensive assistant.
The only playoff thing I know is that the Texans don't have the Saturday.
They have the Monday night game.
Early game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the first time in like 10 years.
They have the Monday night game.
Well, it's because they're not playing the Bengals. If they were playing the Bengals, that would be
Yeah,
the
the Bengals
Saturday
got
afternoon
in.
game. That's what it is.
But the Monday night game, the Steelers have not lost a home Monday night football game in like 12 years, so that's problematic maybe. But I think I can say stuff bad about him right now
They
because
got to go against Old Man Rodgers. He can't move like he used to. I think the
he
Texans should
can't.
win.
He
that one.
cannot. I think they're gonna make his life hell. But if
Take the under in that game.
John Harbaugh gets hired by the Giants before that game, then I will be like, I don't know, Aaron Rodgers might light him up. I have to, because I can't say bad things about him. I would just be Aaron Rodgers might go off. I just all of a sudden become like a huge Aaron Rodgers fan, like the last 2 games of his career.
I love Aaron. I'll love him forever.
I will too if the Giants sign John Harbaugh. That is my caveat.
Fair enough.
All right. I won't talk about how he blew a very big game one time against the Giants, and then Eli won a Super Bowl. And not
Shut
him,
your mouth.
which gave Eli
Shut your
2
fucking mouth.
to his 1.
Shut your fucking mouth.
I won't say that. I'm saying that. I won't say that.
You just said it.
But
You
that's
just
no,
stop.
Pat, I'm telling you what I'm not
Don't
going
make
to
me say things I don't want to say.
I'm not going to say those things.
Don't make me say things that I'm not going to
I'm
say.
telling you that I'm not going to say those.
I'm not. You know what? No.
I'm telling you I'm not going to say
You're
those
trying
things.
to force me into saying mean things to you, and I don't want to.
I don't want you to say mean things.
Then stop.
I'm not saying it again. I'm telling you what I'm not saying.
Then stop not saying it.
I'm not okay. Deal. Handshake. All right, truce.
I don't want to go mutually assured destruction here,
We're
buddy.
not going to say mean things to each other, all right? We're not going to say mean things.
Remember, you're a Packers fan now for the playoffs.
I'll be a Packers fan right now.
At least for this weekend.
All right, let's get into the Not Cool segment. Brought to you by us. Pass the Gravy. You should listen to us and give us to your friends and tell them about our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@PassTheGravy podcast.
For Manuary. And then forward.
Just everybody in the comments this week on the YouTube just say hell yeah. Hell yeah. Like after every comment that Robert says, say hell yeah. Say something, Robert.
Let's get into Not Cool.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool.
Not cool. Not cool.
Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
Robert brought us booze, and I kind of want to drink it.
I've been kind of staring at mine
Do
the
you
whole
drink
time.
it? Will you blow
Are you
it
going to
out
chug
so
that
I can-
whole bottle?
No, I might just sip on it.
I was going to say.
A little sipping.
I get a little sippy
A little
sip right
sipping.
here.
All right. The Manuary sipping.
I think the other one, the 818, I think I heard that it's one of the. I don't know if I want to tell you actually.
What? Like
I
bad?
know I've heard of it, but I can't remember if it's supposed to be good or really bad.
I don't think I want to tell you.
That means it's bad.
I think it's the bad one. But also,
it was actually
it's me. I don't give.
It was the thing was distilled by Hitler, and they're not telling you that.
No, I think it's. I believe it's one of the Jenners. I think
We love the Jenners,
the
dude.
818. I don't know if Pat does.
He's a big Caitlyn Jenner fan. You just, I see you had shots.
Yeah, mine was a shot. I mean, I
Just
don't.
to sip
I
on a
don't care.
ruby red margarita. Blur that out, Robert.
I don't. I don't like them, but like I don't. I nothing them at this point. I don't care.
Just yeah.
As long as I don't have to see
Hey,
them.
it's Manuary, bro. It's Manuary.
Yeah.
Whatever, bro. All right, a not cool segment is where we get to vent about stuff that happens to us each week. Now, there's different degrees of not cool, but they're all still not cool. You get a parking ticket, not cool. If you get your foot crushed by a car run over it, also not cool, but there's varying degrees of not cool. You can share your not cools with us on X at PassGrayPod. Use the hashtag PTG not cool. Kind of try and summarize it quickly so we can just run through them. But let's start with our not cool segment. Our first not cool of the year is from Alex O at AlexMcThunder1 on X, and he says his not cool is people still popping off fireworks that they didn't use on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, dude, you got to finish them all on the holiday.
I always wonder, like, I get like say it's New Year's Eve, or right, like so like the first you could have some, the second maybe you have a couple, even the third, but it's like
No.
it's the third's iffy, but
no,
like
you got to be done by
Yeah.
the like. If you want to still pop some on New Year's Day or into the night,
Yeah.
that's okay.
but like what are you doing?
Why are you holding them?
like yeah why did you bought how many hundreds of dollars worth of fireworks, and it's like why did you not shoot them off that night?
It's like July 4th. You have to be all done by none on the 5th. It's July 4th.
no, I'll give you the 6th. You get the 6th. You get 2 days because sometimes
That means you held back celebrating America.
Or-
no, you do it all on the 4th.
No, but the 6 means 3 days. 4, 5, and 6.
no, I think you get the 5th the day after, and then you get the night at like you get 2 days.
No, July 4th, you do them all. The New Year's, you do them. New Year's
I
Eve.
think y'all are probably
I'll even
right.
allow on New Year's Day. After that, why are you holding on to fireworks?
Like, hey, I got $1,000 worth of fireworks.
Let me do 800.
Wait. What if we shut it down and did some tomorrow?
I'd be like, no.
But it's New Year. No, don't shoot them now. Go get them all out at once, and we will shoot them.
Yes.
No. We got to pop them off like about 12:30 tomorrow night, and then again on Sunday night right before people go back to work. Do that.
No, you're a fucking dick. Stop it. Like, there's designated days for it. After that, you're just scaring the puppers. Stop
Sometimes
it.
I feel like people like you'll get them. Like my dad used to when we were growing up, he would get them. He'd put them in this box, and then like it was a big plastic box, and he'd close the box, and then he'd pull the box down when it was time to like when it was a holiday. Like, but we didn't always burn through all of them. But it was like okay, cool. And then there were sometimes you're like, oh hey, we didn't use that one, and so he'd let us do that in the driveway like the next night. But I think it was also like 7 o'clock, like right when it started getting dark, so it wasn't really bothering people. But it was like sometimes we'd be like, oh, we didn't even use that one. Like I understand that
Never
happening.
understood that. You
Or-
line up everything that you got, and you.
Well, because we would go to the basement, we'd grab them, and then like sometimes we didn't get everything. And like also if you're like showing up to a party late, and you're like, bro, I brought fireworks. Damn it, we didn't use those. Like okay, maybe you can have that. But yeah, really, those aren't even great excuses.
The only other time you get to do explosives outside of July 4th and January or December 31st and January 1st is you got to have
Chinese
a
New
you
Year.
got to have a redneck. But I guess maybe then.
Chinese New Year.
But you have to be in Chinatown, and you know what? That's their time. Let them do it. You don't get to do it. That's appropriation.
What if I have resolutions?
Other than that, you need a redneck buddy with some land, and you can shoot some tannerite. That's acceptable.
Tannerite's sick. We shot
Tannerite's so
Tannerite
fucking
earlier this
sick.
year. Or last year, I guess.
But you know what? And then you're out on land, not near anybody else, and you're in the country. So even the people that can hear it, they're like, "We're in the country."
They're cows.
You blow shit up sometimes.
Yeah.
Stop it with the multiple days of fireworks.
That's a solid, not cool, Alex. So.
You're just being obnoxious.
Did you pop the one I gave you?
Oh, I did. Yeah, the little
It's a little pop,
champagne
right?
bottle. I did it the day of, and my daughter thought it was really cool. She was very confused with the confetti going everywhere. Very confused with that. Our other not cools. Let me scroll. Ashley at Buster Healer Mix on X, the I Love You Man of the Year 2025. I Love You Man of the Year Gravy Award winner. Ashley says her not cool is she burned her hand. It happened on Christmas, and the process of healing sucks. I can't do certain things And the kid calls it my shit hand because at one point it looked like shit, and it was like the burn in the middle of her palm. It bubbled up and was like brownish, and then you got to wait for the pop. And it looks like it has popped now, but she's got pictures of all of them. And yeah, T's and P's, Ashley. That really sucks.
I've never been able to not pop a burn blister.
Yeah, which is apparently like the worst thing you can do for it.
Well,
right?
like, yes, but also if you're able to like keep it clean and wrap it, then it's not so bad. Like I watched a whole saga on this online with some girl that burned her hand like a month ago. Like the doctor said, like, yeah, don't, because that's like the body's way of healing it is all that plus. But also, if you can keep it clean and then just like wrap it like every day and rewrap it, it's not so bad to pop it.
yeah.
Also, everyone
But-
I've ever popped, I didn't do that. I would just pop it and then like maybe have a Band-Aid on it.
You get like a sharp object and just you got a pen, and I just poked it.
I mean, I've even done I didn't have a sharp object. Let me just bite the edge of
Bite
it
it.
real quick and then squeeze it out.
All right, yeah, that's
I'm
a
gross.
that's a solid, not cool, Ashley. T's and P's.
Mm-hmm.
Our next one is from David Ruiz. David Ruiz at David_Ruiz90. And he says his not cool is getting a washer and dryer for our new home delivered today, only to try and use it once I get home from work for it to immediately leak water out from the bottom of it, flooding the laundry room. Or did you not have the hose in?
Must have been.
Might have been. I don't know. But if it's a broken washer, that fucking
That's
sucks.
an extra not cool if he had them install it and they fucked it up. And then it's
Specifically,
also an extra not cool if you did it yourself. So
Because
you
you're like, how am I supposed to know this shit? All right, how am I supposed to know?
YouTube everything, man.
No, because sometimes the YouTube is the wrong model, and then you fuck up shit like
Well,
my
you
car.
got to make sure you find the right model.
Sometimes they mislabel it.
It's fair.
Sometimes they mislabel it.
Everything's too complicated nowadays.
It used to be a simpler time. Used to be a simpler
That
time.
sucks, though.
Like when my dryer vent was all clogged up, I
Oh.
was like, let me just suck this out with the vacuum. And it was like, nope, can't do that. And then the guy came over and was like, yeah, no. So like when it gets wet, it does this, and it basically just turns into cement. So it's just cement blocking cement, blocking cement, blocking cement. And like a vacuum's not going to suck that all out. I was like, but it's lint. It's lint.
Got to get
dude.
like a drain snake. But then
They had the industrial size one on the roof. Just
so cool.
There's like a big old snake of that shit. It was crazy.
I wish I did a manly job like that.
David, that sucks, bro. I'm sorry. And like, congrats on the new house. I know that's a big deal. That's awesome. I think we talked to you about that a little bit at the Spooktacular. We're really happy for you guys. And hopefully your laundry room situation gets all sorted out.
Because the worst thing you can get is like, then you have to worry. It flooded the laundry room. Then you have to worry about not getting everything right. Because then if something is still wet or gets underneath, if there's tile in there, and you get a mildewy smell in your laundry
in your
room,
new
like,
house.
oh my God.
Yeah, that's the worst. T's and P's, brother. I hope that all works out, man. Raimundo Benavidez at Kmundo B on X says, or he's the Gravy Gangster winner, the 2025 Gravy Gangster winner. He says, his not cool is getting hit hard with the flu the day before New Year's and being on call the same week. Never called out, though. Needed the overtime. Oh, did you work with the flu guy at work?
T's and P's. My not cool is kind of similar.
Played
on
a
that,
flu game? All
But yeah,
right.
on New Year, that's the word. Around holidays,
That
getting sick,
blows.
it fucking sucks.
That blows.
Sorry that happened to you, buddy. I love you.
Love you, buddy. Yeah, that blows, man. Hopefully you're getting better. I think the flu's been hitting a lot of people. And then what do we got here? Wait. No, yeah. Last one for the week is Adam the Cop, our Manuary Man of the Day guy. At Adam the Cop TX on X. He says his not cool is kicking off the new year with a not cool already, sitting in the deer stand in January, and it's 90 degrees down here at the border. What the hell, Texas?
Yeah, fuck that.
We were in California for like Christmas, and it was crazy looking over. It was like 85. In California, it was like 60 and rainy. And I was like, that sucks. I'm not saying like it's got to be freezing cold, but it's like it's nice to have it like a little bit chilly on Christmas. Like we have fucking Christmas sweaters. Like let us wear those.
Second year
But
in a
you
row,
spend money on that
Christmas was
shit.
in the 80s.
That's wild.
And
Yeah, that's also why we release Christmas T-shirts, just because we know
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a possibility.
I think I talked about on here saying that like, oh, well, it's going to be warm for Christmas. You know what? On Christmas, I'll just have cocktails in my parents' pool. but he was at that level to where the pool was still just naturally 61 degrees. So I couldn't even go in the fucking pool.
You know, in Australia, Christmas swim is like a big like tradition a lot of them do.
Oh,
Because-
no.
Oh no! Let's get in the pool. I only know that because of Bluey. There's one episode of Bluey called Christmas Swim, and it's Christmas.
Oh, I
and
know, 'cause-
we watched a lot of that episode around Christmas.
Elementary school or junior high.
But their
one of my
seasons are
teachers-
flip flopped.
My teachers explained because it's the Southern Hemisphere that their Christmases are warm and not cold.
Which is wild.
And I was like, and they're like, they go to the beach. And I'm like, that's fucking wild, but it makes sense.
Their white Christmas is like a white sandy beach.
I wonder if they actually had a cold Christmas this year.
Which just shows like the U.S. dominates Christmas movies. We're like, oh, really? You fucking show us your stupid British one. Love Actually. Fuck you. How'd that do in the bracket? Not great.
Yeah, I wonder if on like Christmas, Australians watched Sahara.
They probably watch Die Hard just because it's got Snape in it and he's European.
Yeah,
they're
but it's cold there.
Australians,
They'd be like, I
not.
don't understand this. Oh no, they're shooting at him with machine guns.
Okay. But that was, solid,
They
not
probably
cool.
watch Crocodile Dundee.
They definitely do. Oh, here's another one. Abby Gibbons at Abby Gibbons 17 on X, our Woman of the Year winner. All of our award winners like asking questions for answers. I love that.
They're going for fucking repeats.
They want to repeat. I love that. And that's the gall it takes. You know, you got plenty of time. I don't know if gall is the correct word for that, but
Huevos.
it seems like I knew. It seemed like I was onto something, you know.
I went with it. That was
run
cool.
with it. No, I appreciate that. Abby Givens 17 on X says her not cool is our pit bull / blackmouth cur ate a corn cob and had to have surgery. Not cheap. Plus he's got stitches and a cone and he's not coordinated enough to wear. But poor guy.
Pit bulls will eat anything. I didn't know they couldn't eat cobs. There's something. I figured if anybody could eat a cob, it would be a dog.
Maybe I don't know how much of the cob it was.
Maybe he swallowed the cob whole.
Yeah. And my brother has a pit bull, and it's always funny where like we would give our dogs growing up. We had boxers all the time, and we would just like if you had T-bone steak, you just toss the bone to them because like that doesn't splinter. Like I can't give my dog Wheezy that because it's different. But like we did that with my brother's dog when she had she was like 1, and we were like, here's a T-bone steak, and she just bit the bone in half. We're like, oh, you have a pit bull jaw. Never mind. We can't.
Yeah.
You just break this and then it splinters more.
Yeah, and that's the thing is you can't give them cooked bones. These raw bones they can have all they want, but cooked bones are bad for them because they do splinter and then they stab them in the throat and it causes lots of problems.
Yeah, I didn't know that then, but now we know.
Yeah, it's one of those things you learn as you get a little bit older.
This is an educational podcast. See, you learn things on this.
But also, there's so many people that are like, I don't know, I've given my dog 100 cooked bones. Yeah, most of the time it's cool, but it can happen, and then it can lead to a $3,000 vet bill.
Yeah, and like I've been to an emergency vet before, and it is not cheap. It's like $1,200 walking in.
Dude, when
we don't know what the thing is. It's probably $1,200. We're also gonna have to run tests that are like $500 each. So it's gonna be ish. It's $1,200 to $17,000. Like, you cool with that? And you're like, I guess. I love my dog.
It was like 8 years ago. My dad saw I think I shared it on Facebook. My dad's friend saw it and showed him, and my dad was like, he called me, was like, hey, go get me that dog and bring it to me this weekend. And I was like, cool.
Oh, I remember that.
And then the dog was running around on our tiles, slipped, as little puppies do, because you're a little puppy, and I guess its head hit the side, and then the ear swelled up, because, it just did like a contusion or whatever. $900 vet bill. And then when we brought it out to my dad, he brought it to his vet out there, and he was like, we do that should have cost you like $150. Like, oh, sweet. The guy that we brought our dogs to our whole life fucking price gouged the shit out of us. That's fucking
vets
awesome.
are also becoming like doctors' offices are, where like I think that like
You got to find a country vet.
all of like the medicine, the companies that give them the stuff they use are also upcharging them. So it's not even the vets 100% doing that. It's like,
You just
well,
gotta
dude,
find
I
a
had to
country
pay
vet.
X amount for this, so I had to be able to charge you that amount to make profit off of this.
But I've learned that country vets charge less because it's country people, and it's like, listen, we take care of our own out here.
And then the Tractor Supply, people are always like, yeah, just go to Tractor Supply, get all the immunizations. I was like, buddy, I do not trust myself to accurately vaccinate my dog by going to Tractor Supply. But, yeah, just give me the dog vaccinations.
Oh, no, they have No, that is the place to go. They have like days where
Oh,
they
no,
set up, and
but
you're
like
just
you can
in a
also
line of,
buy
like,
it
50
and just
other-
do it yourself at home.
Oh,
but
no. You go to the day where they have the vets at
They have the
Tractor
guy
Supply.
there. Okay,
Yeah.
I might do that.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
I might do that. All right. Well, hey, I hope the puppy's all right. T's and P's, Abby, and send in love. Just give him a boop. Be a good boy. Good boy. Sorry, buddy. All right. Did you know the Utah Mammoth will make their first appearance in an outdoor game in 2027 when they host the Colorado Avalanche in the Winter Classic at University of Utah's Rice-Eccles Stadium? Woo! Did you know that? That's cool. They did the Winter Classic, Robert. That's when they play outside in a cool stadium, which is kind of tight. And, to celebrate hockey this year, they did it in Miami, where the Marlins play.
That's where. So when was it? Was it yesterday or 2 days ago?
It was the second.
Yeah, I remember. I was just
The
it was the second.
Rangers beat the fuck out of the Panthers.
So it was like the day I drove back from the wedding. So got home and just kind of disassociated and stared at screens all day, and didn't realize that winter games were going on until I just kind of flipped on the side TV to have hockey, and I saw the symbol. I didn't realize, why would you ever do it in Miami? That's so fucking stupid.
Everybody online bitched about it. Everybody that went to it said, including like all of the like broadcasters and people that do, like I listened to several hockey podcasts, and they were all like,
Confirmed the 818 is shitty tequila.
yeah,
That is not good.
yeah, finish it now. But
I'm going to.
But they, all the people that were there were like, it was the best fan experience because it was like 70 degrees at night, and it was like around 80 during the day. They were like, so like fans got liquored up and were just lit. They sold out the Marlins Stadium.
Oh, I bet it's a great fan experience. The ice was probably fucking slush.
No, because it was inside. They got to open the roof at night, like when it got darker.
Oh,
and they
I
got
thought
to
the
open-
winter games were outdoors. That was the whole fucking point of them.
So they opened it, but it was cool because they put the fake snow inside, and then outside you could see the fucking beach. So like you could see like fake snow and then look out to a beach.
cool.
Like, that's pretty badass for an outdoor game. Like
No,
who would
I
have
want
thought?
the outdoor games to be in Minnesota where it's 12 degrees and every fan is fucking miserable for 8 hours, but they're goddamn happy to be there.
If you told Bobby Orr or like Terry Sawchuk, those are legendary hockey guys, Robert.
Yeah.
If you told them,
Great names.
one day we'll play an outdoor game in Miami, Florida, they'd be like, get the fuck out. And
They
they
would've
would
been
hit
like-
you and then punch you right in the face, and then they'd beat the shit out of you.
They probably would have been like, oh, the NFL is going to become a bunch of pansies that are playing on rollerblades.
Yeah.
That's what they would have said.
But no, the two-time defending Stanley Cup champions played there, got their ass whipped. It looked cool. I thought it looked cool. I don't really give a fuck. Like, oh, why is it Miami? Who fucking cares, man? People are going to watch it. I'll let people watch hockey, man.
I'm fine with that as long as the ice is good, because they have had winter games
Lake Tahoe?
before where
Tahoe
it was
was bad.
unseasonably warm, where they had it and the ice was
Well,
just
the
slush
sun
and
has. They have to
shit.
play it at a perfect time of the day. But yeah, that was cool. I know we talked too much hockey on this. I apologize. But moving on. My not cool. I'll go first. I have two, and it's. Well, actually, I have three. West Ham's probably.
Robert's laughing at me. I just finished the rest of the tequila. I threw it right to the back of the throat so I didn't have to
Yeah.
taste it. It did not hit my tongue.
Um,
Thank you, though, Robert. I appreciate it.
I have three not cools. My first one, it'll be quick, is West Ham, the official soccer team of Pass Your Podcast, is probably getting relegated, and I don't like it.
Hey,
So,
but maybe that means next year the league we're in we can just kick the shit out of people.
that's
I know
what I'm
we sell off a
unless-
lot of players,
yeah,
and all, but like
you just gotta hope you don't lose all of the guys. We are 8 points away from safety, so that's not good.
how many games are left?
17. We need 30 points out of 17 games.
So realistically, if we can find a way to get like 4 wins, we should be
need
good.
Leeds and Nottingham Forest to like never win a game, but Nottingham Forest beat us on Tuesday. We need to magically learn how to score a lot of goals. We have the January transfer window to get all these guys in, and then yeah, we're going down. We're going down. The year I got the tattoo,
I'm
every
yelling timber.
Every time I got a tattoo of a team, they have won a championship. And this year I got a tattoo of the Giants and West Ham, and they did not make the playoffs, and one of them is getting relegated.
That's
the Giants
insane.
would have got relegated if that was in the NFL. So my tattoo idea has
Where are
really
you Are you picking 4?
picking 5.
Then you wouldn't have been relegated. It's bottom 4 that get
Oh,
relegated,
fuck, you're
right?
right. You're right. You're right.
This guy doesn't even know relegation.
Well, they wouldn't have played to win. They would have played to win, I guess. I don't know. It would have been different. We probably would have still lost if we could have got relegated. My other not cool is door dashing too much over the last 2 weeks. I was off, and that like I have into my work schedule is usually like, all right, Mondays I go pick up stuff that my wife forgot to get on her like weekend grocery pickup, and then Fridays I go pick up stuff to cook for the weekend. So we have all that stuff. Not doing that means that like she also had off, so like every day like no one went to the grocery store except to get kids food and stuff, and then it just turned into, what do you want to do? You want to order some food? So like I just spent like $47 on every meal for like 2 weeks.
Oof.
Which
That's rough.
was that's a me not cool. I chose to do that. I could have gone out and bought food. We don't live that far from a grocery store, but I was just like, well, what if we just ordered more Nick's place and got more pizza? You want to do that again? Cool.
See,
let's do that.
I'm lucky in that there's a gate on the front of mine.
We had Chili's before that Stranger Things, Robert. Not to cut you off, sorry, but
Yeah.
like we had Chili's for the Stranger Things showing, and that was like our cheapest meal by far, and it was still like a $30 meal. It was like, oh shit, yeah, we should probably buy some food.
I haven't ordered any food for delivery in the 5-6 months I've lived there because there's a gate, and I don't feel like having to find out what happens when the gate is closed and if the front guy just won't let delivery drivers in.
They usually do let them in. They have to show IDs and shit.
But I don't want to deal with it, so I've never ordered delivery.
That's a good
so
way.
I'm forced to either at least go out and pick up my food if I'm getting fast food or something like that, or continually go to the grocery store. It's literally the only adult thing I do is continually shop for myself and cook at home.
There's a place I had ordered that I had never been to. Like on DoorDash, it would show up. Bleep out DoorDash, by the way. But on the app, it would show up, and I was like, that looks good. And so I'd get this. It was cheaper than another Mexican place we went to. And then the other day, I was driving by, and I was driving to the bar, and I saw that it was a food truck that's like right down the street from us. So like I'd been ordering $40-something worth of food when I could probably have just gotten in my car, driven to it, waited 10 minutes, and then got it for like $20. So
You don't know.
that was hand up. That's on me. I didn't know.
It being a food truck.
They need to
trucks are
tell
hit
you
or miss
food
now.
truck. They need to tell you if it's a food truck, because then I would go get it. Because food trucks rock where you're like, I would like this thing. I will stand here. Except like my Cuban spot that I go to, I gotta like, I point at the pictures.
Well, yeah,
I'm like this.
my thing with food trucks is
Siete.
the only food trucks I want to go to are like, tacos and stuff like that. But I'm also terrified of them not speaking any English.
They don't, the one I go
or
to.
them only accepting cash. And I almost never have cash on myself. So I
I'm a
don't
cash
eat
guy.
all the delicious food that I want to eat.
I'm a cash guy because it always looks like you might be a drug dealer, and people try not to fuck with guys they think might be drug dealers.
No, I had $55 in cash that I put in the bank the other day because I happened to be next to one, and I pulled in. I had that $50 bill in my pocket for like 3 months.
I always try and have at least $50 on me, because there's nothing worse than when you get to like the store, if you're paying and it's like, hey, it still shows that your balance is like 23 because you haven't moved money over. You're like, hold on, let me get on the app real fast and log in and then transfer money and then wait a minute until it officially transfers over, or I can just be like, here's cash. Just sorry. My dad always told me, he's like, have an emergency 50 on you. Always have emergency 50. And I was like, that's
I'm
a really
just
good
terrified
idea.
of losing my wallet, and I'm like, well, I can cancel cards. I can't get cash back. And I'm very cheap.
When I lost my wallet and somebody gave it back to me, I just gave them the cash in my wallet. I was like, thank you. You have saved me this
Well, nowadays,
much
I just be like, what's your Venmo? Let me give you $25.
I had 50 in it. I was like, you can have $50. I appreciate that. You saved me $50 at least worth of
For being
time.
a stand-up guy and not taking the money out of that, they earned it.
Well, I was like, you can take whatever you want. He's like, no, I didn't take it. I left all the money. I was like, no, it's yours, bud. Thank you.
Thank you for being a good guy.
I was going to have to go to the DMV. I was going to have to fucking cancel everything. I was going to have to get new shit. I was going to do all this other stuff. Like, I had to get new
I just
insurance
remembered.
cards. It's like when you lose, like your wallet's like the one, like if your phone, your wallet, your keys, all of those are just like, there's so many chores that come with losing any of those.
I need to update my address.
You do.
It's 2 addresses ago.
Oh, yeah. They're probably getting all your shit.
No. Like my address is always updated. My ID says I still live in Katy. I haven't lived in Katy in 4 years.
Oh, yeah. Well, like if you move around, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Like,
I'll update it when this one expires in 5 years.
I guess you don't check your mail, but Robert, do you ever get like the old tenant's mail at your place?
Yes.
And you're like, ooh, you ordered stuff from Tiffany? Neat. What'd you get?
When I lived in Katy, we got medication one time, and it just stayed in an envelope by the front door until we moved and it got thrown away.
You just didn't move it from the front door?
Yeah, there was like a pile of trash by the front door. Like on a table. There was a table there, but it
You just never took it in? Why would you just not take it in and put it in like a drawer?
No, it was inside.
Oh,
like,
I
the
thought you meant
table-
like outside of your
Oh,
front
no,
door.
no, no,
Like
no, no,
that would have been
no.
hilarious.
But like I remember one time
It's
like
getting
picking it up
rained
and
on.
shaking it and be like, this is definitely pills. And then I just put it on the table.
My landlord will occasionally be like, hey, will you leave our mail out under the mat and we'll come pick it up? I'm like, yeah, I got you. And I did that. They had like texted me and like didn't say anything for like 2 weeks. Like, hey, could you please leave our mail out? We need to come pick up our mail. And I was like, yeah, your mail's been under my mat for 2 weeks. Like it's
How
rained.
about you forward your fucking mail, dude?
Well, it's technically like under all of their names and stuff.
I
so
get it, but like,
I think-
how about you
yeah,
just
I
send
don't
your mail
know.
to your address?
I don't know. Look, they're cool with me, except for when I have armadillo problems.
Yeah.
that I think we've mended those fences.
That's fair.
But I was like, yeah, dude, I can grab like they have a little like wine thing in our counter, our kitchen counter island thing, and I don't use it for wine. I just use it to throw their mail in trash bags
Nice.
and like grocery bags in it. And so I'm like, oh yeah, of course, Sanam, I will put this right here, and then I will put it under the mat. And like it had been so stacked up, like you could just feel it every time you stepped. And then it was raining one day, and the rain had kind of got up there. Like that's gonna get in all of that mail. Sorry. I was like, yeah, dog, it's been out there for 2 weeks. I didn't know when you'd come by to pick it up. I didn't want to take it back in because I knew you'd come if I didn't. So DoorDashing all those is for 2 weeks. And then also, someone went through my wife in my car the other day. We were going somewhere, and I opened my car door, and like I have a bottle of hand sanitizer. It's in like my middle console, and it was sitting on my driver's seat. And I was like, did you get something out of the car earlier? And she said no. And then the glove box in my car was open. And then the little change thing in my car and the sunglass thing was like all the stuff that you would check for stuff was pulled out. And like it's a less than a year old car for me. And so like I just have like the manual and like insurance stuff in there. So they didn't take anything. And then my wife's car has a bunch of other shit because it's an older car. So like all of the stuff in her glove box was all over her passenger seat. And it was one of those where you're like, I don't think they got anything, but like, now I feel like you feel like violated for a second where you're like, what?
Did they like pick the lock, or did you guys
I
just not
don't,
lock
well,
your doors?
because I have the like thing where it's supposed to like lock if you walk far away. And I used to keep the keys on like a little thing when you first walk in. And I was like, I don't know if that's far enough away, but it's also possible I didn't lock it. And
Is there your place probably doesn't have any cameras underneath the
we do have
awnings?
cameras. It was right by a camera. And
Did you ask?
I told the guy, and they're like, I mean, yeah, we can check, but like there's not really anything we can do. Did they steal anything? I was like, no, like I don't want.
I bet see, even if you
It was one of those
check,
where it was
they're
like
just not gonna check.
Well, I could have gone to the office on like business days, but it was like in the middle of like the holidays, so I was like,
I think
if they
about that,
if
like,
they
mine
record
gets
over
hit,
it,
there's no cameras.
we
Where
literally
the
have
car
a camera right
parks
there,
are.
and then we have a camera that is not attached that we don't have access to, but like our tenant, our landlords used to, that doesn't do anything. It's just like right where they were. So I was like, I don't know if you were masks or whatever. But I asked my neighbors, and they said they didn't have anything. We have like the corner spot, so I don't know if they had hopped the fence and done that. But I think they're looking for a gun or money. And my wife has a shit ton of change in one of her things. They didn't take anything.
Yeah, but nobody wants change.
Right.
Change is just annoying.
And we just had a bunch of baby stuff, so that probably just pissed them off because they had to go through like a bunch of like baby books and other shit.
Hey, at
like
least
that
they didn't
too.
steal a car seat or something like that.
Oh, that would have been the worst. That would have been the worst.
Those are not cheap.
But it's one of those things where it's like, okay, so let's double check that our cars are locked. And so like every night before bed, I'm like, beep, 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 beep. Got it. We're good. But like it's luck. We're lucky that nothing bad happened. But then you're always like, did I have anything with like an address in there? Now they go to my parents. Like I used to have a garage door opener at my parents' house. For my parents' house.
Yeah, but
and like I would put that in my glove box.
They're not going to know to drive out.
Well,
the
unless you have
correct
something that's like
neighborhood.
in there with their address on it, and you're like, fuck. But I don't think that was the case. So we're good on that. And that was just one of those where you're like, damn it.
You feel
thought-
violated.
But we have like a security guard that's on a golf cart that patrols all night. Like,
Yeah, but
the whole
it might
property,
be
but
30
still.
minutes before he gets from your spot.
so
back to
yeah,
your
and you know
spot.
where we live, but I think they hopped that fence and like we're the first cars right there in kind of
Yeah.
a secluded spot. I think they just opened ours, and if they were open, that was probably it. But yeah, those are my not cools. What y'all got?
I've got a few as well. One of them is so we had talked about a little bit earlier with the sickness. I go up to my parents for Christmas, and the first thing my brother was like, "You got your pen?" And I was like, "Yeah," and he hits it, and I hit it a couple times, and like 20 minutes later, he's like,
Did you call
Yeah.
it the Benjamin?
"No,
Why not?
we just don't do that."
Benjamin Button.
But he was like 20 minutes later, he was like, "Yeah, I've been sick for like 5 days." Fucking thanks for telling me that. Sure enough, that night, the next night, I'm waking up 4 or 5 times a night just drenched in sweat. Just like I wasn't feeling horrible, but like I got very nasally, which you might still hear it a little bit. I still kind of am, but like I just wasn't feeling great for the next 5 days. And I'm like, you're such a fucking piece of shit to ask someone to rip their pen and not mention that you've just been feeling sick for like 5 fucking days. Like, you're a fucking dick. And then like 2 days later, I was going to bed and I put it on the bed and like put my stuff down and then moved the comforter, fell, shattered my fucking pen that had like 60% left in it, which would have lasted me like another month and a half. So that was fucking gone. And then for like 3 weeks now, there's been a car. So like in my complex, I have covered parking, but all of them, it goes like 2 spots, concrete pole, 2 spots, concrete pole, 2 spots, and when I first moved in, there was somebody next to me that was in that spot. I guess they must have moved, because then all of a sudden for like a month and a half, there was nobody there. Then this car started parking there. And they suck fucking ass at parking, to where the best I have seen, except for one day the other day, they were actually in their spot fully. Other than that, the best they've been is on the line, if not over the line, into my parking spot.
How do you, like, is it like on an edge spot?
I have a Corolla. I always back in, and I've got the rear view camera, so I can squeeze in. But like, literally, if they pull forward in and I back in, so their driver's side is not next to it. I wish they backed in, because I would love to back in and be like, bitch, you can't get in your fucking car now. Because there's literally, like, the first 3 or 4 times it happened, I took, no joke, like 9 photos of my car. All along the side, to be like, if there's a scratch. Because also, I don't see any parking pass on that car hanging from the rear view mirror. But also, I don't want to be a fucking rat. But I kind of want to leave a note on their car, like, hey, you know how the other 2 spots on the other side of me are empty? Can you fucking start illegally parking there?
I don't think that, like, not trying to start shit, like, just leave it as, like, something like that. And I think that, like, as long as you don't come out as confrontational, like, I had somebody who's like, hey, I'm trying to park here, and you parking by that pole makes it more difficult for me to park. I was like, oh, okay. I got my old place, and I was like, all right. And I was, like, not in between. I was not over lines or anything, but I was like, somebody asked, I'll just park it. Like, I'm cool with that. I got you.
Yeah.
But if you were like, hey, stop parking like this, I was like, now I'm going to park like that harder. Like,
well, the one that really pissed me off is
hey,
it happened.
You don't have a thing. Don't want to rat anybody out and get anybody in trouble. Could you just please leave me some room? I think that's like a killer note. And they're like, oh yeah, I got you.
I think they just suck at parking. But it was like,
but if
it
had
happened
aware,
like once, maybe twice before I left for Christmas break to go up to my parents. And the day I drove back, you're in the car for 3 hours, and I come back in, and their tire is like 60% on the line, 40% over into my parking spot. Ridiculous. So I really had to squeeze in there. And that was the time when I was like, God, and it always happens. I'm coming home late at night, so there's nobody in the office anyway. I don't want to drive all the way back up to the front, get out of my car, go to the guard shack, be like, someone's parked illegally. Can you call the tow truck? Blah, blah. I don't want to deal with all that.
Yeah, I don't want anybody to get towed. I just want to, like, just fix my shit.
But like, I just want to be like, God, dude, there's so many other. Can you just stop parking directly fucking? And I think they're doing it and pulling in because, I mean, we have carts that go around, but not really at night.
They're staying with somebody else.
Or I think they live there and they're just parking close.
It seems like it could be a girlfriend or boyfriend situation.
It's a guy car.
It could be there's a guy
Probably
staying over
or something like that.
He's staying at the cleaner place.
But I just want to be like, and I think they're pulling in right there because they know I'm there. There's other cars on the other side, so like you can kind of be hidden in there, especially at night. It's a black car.
That's actually like a good way, like on the literally just like on a little post-it note. Don't make it too long. Be like, hey, I don't want to get anybody in trouble here. I know you don't have a parking pass. If you don't, like,
or maybe they do and I just can't see it and they don't have it in their window. Which if you don't have it in your window, that's a good way to get fucking towed.
Well, just say didn't see a parking pass. Don't want to get anybody in trouble, but you're kind of in my spot. Could you just park a little bit further over? I think that's a very polite way to be like, because then if somebody immediately disarmed me, like, I don't want to get anybody in trouble. Could you just do this? I think that like I would be like, oh, absolutely, bro, I got you.
Yeah, like if I get in today and they're on the line again, I'll leave a note and be like,
you should leave it. Yeah.
Can you just stop?
But not being confrontational in the way of just being like, hey.
Or when you park and you get out of your car and you see you're on the line, can you just adjust your fucking car?
That blows my mind when people do that. Like at the grocery store when you'll see people that are like diagonally in a spot. You're like, you know that half of your truck is in the other lane, right? Like,
because like
now no one can park there. Yeah, whatever, dude. Fucking
a lot of the time when I'm getting home at night, I'm working the next morning. So then I'll leave before they even leave. But then there's some days where they leave and I'm like, I know you don't like having to squeeze out past my fucking car. Can you just not suck ass at parking? But like I said, the last 2 times they've finally been parking in the spot. So maybe they're getting, but
maybe they figured it out.
It's frustrating to deal with, and
if
I don't want to be
this,
a fucking
stop
rat.
doing that.
But I also like I want to get them towed to learn their lesson. But one, I'm not a rat, and I really don't want to because I know that's shitty to deal with, and also just a lot more effort than I'm ever going to put into anything.
Absolutely is.
So yeah, all of that it's just been. I had something else. I don't fucking remember what it was because I'm a dumbass and I don't write anything down.
Will you help Robert fill for a second while
Yeah.
I go piss? Robert, you share your
Yeah, what do you got, buddy?
So this happened yesterday, Tuesday. Fine, all day, pain free, mostly. At our age, there's always some sort of pain. Then like at 7 o'clock at night, I'm like sitting on the couch. I stand up, and I just have this like really sharp pain in my heel, and it's not like it doesn't feel like it's on the muscle. It feels like it's the bone that like hurts, and I'm just like limping the rest of the night. And because of that, like I'm compensating. So then I like hurt my like Achilles on that same side, and I'm just kind of been dealing with that pain since yesterday. I was just fine.
Yeah, no, that's just part of getting older. Every once in a while, you're just going to take a step, and then your Achilles is going to be tight, and for like 2 days, you're going to be like, I'm terrified I'm going to tear my Achilles.
Like that is as I've gotten older, that is my like top 5 biggest fear of like bodily injuries, maybe one.
That's actually one of the ones that I forgot to write down over the break, is I did that like a week and a half ago. I took a step, and then for 2 days, I was worried I was going to tear my Achilles.
I went
Just
running.
from walking normally.
I went running for like the first time this year. Like since Emma had the baby, I've been kind of. I get home and she was on maternity leave until this week, and so like I was kind of like dad duty, and now like I'll go get my kids after I work out. And I went running, and I just was like, all right, I'm just gonna get back in the hang of things. I did like a mile and a half, and then like the next day I was like, oh no, like my calves are just rocks right now, and so I've been just stretching nonstop since Tuesday.
Yeah, even before we started the podcast, Pat picked something up from the table like at a weird angle, and like you said, you felt a pain in your back.
Yeah, just slightly bending. Dude, the other day, when wiping, I guess just the way I was bent, my back hurt for a day and a half.
Like Blink-182 said,
From
well, I guess
wiping
this
my
is
own
growing
head.
up.
Yeah. No, that's one of those things, though. Like he was saying, as you walked out of the room, he just took a step and it felt like there was a pain in the bone of his heel. We've all been there.
Oh, yeah.
You just take a step and you're like, what?
Yeah.
You're just getting old.
And like you'll like weirdly step on your ankle, and I was just walking downstairs or doing whatever, and you're like, how did my ankle twist going down the stairs?
It's one of those things you have to remember that if not for modern medicine and vaccinations and all that kind of stuff, we're literally like, well, me and you were like 6 years away.
We would be
40 is
dead.
about the
We
human
would be
lifespan
dead.
of what it should be without medicine. So you're well past what the regular life is of middle age.
Yeah, dude,
That's a problem.
You'd be an old geezer at this point.
That's crazy.
I think it was like 34 is when your body starts to deteriorate. They're like your body grows and stuff and does this, and then after that, like it starts to just not grow anymore, and it just gets on a decline. And it's like, yeah, like your muscles and stuff, they start kind of withering away if you're not using shit.
Yeah.
At about that age.
That was one of my ones that I forgot. Well, like, so after my brother got me sick, then for like 4 or 5 days, even I got back home, and for like 3 or 4 more days, I'm just waking up or like multiple times a night, just drenched in sweat. And I thought it was just like I had a little bug. And then like 3 days ago, I'm scrolling Instagram and I see this reel of this girl. She's laying in bed. She's like, anybody else have that thing that's not COVID and it's not this and it's not this, but it's blah, 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 and pointing out all these symptoms. And then I'm looking in the comments and everyone's like, yeah, and just waking up multiple times a night with sweats and blah, 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 and all this. And then someone goes, yeah, and the sinus pressure that's in your ears. And I was like, I just have the cold that's hitting the entire United States right now. And it made me realize, and I've been playing with house money for a long time, but this is now, after going 15 years without getting sick, this is now like the 3rd time in the last 3 months I've gotten sick.
Uh-oh.
It's over. I'm fucking done.
Streak's done.
Like but I did hear something the other day where someone says you can go to like Mexican grocery stores, and I can't remember what it was, but you can just get not antibodies. What's the
Azithromycin?
No. But what's the term for like it's like a medicine. It's like a medicine that you get, but it's like you don't normally have to get it from doctors. But it's like a very common term.
Z-Pack.
No, it's like a common term for like a broad term for
Over the counter?
No, god damn it, I can't think of it. But
That is what
apparently,
you
it's
would
like
get
stuff that you
without a
normally get
doctor.
from doctors, but like in Mexican, you can get it from like a spray from like Mexican grocery store
Okay.
or like pharmacies and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, I just got to start getting knockoff
Go to
medicine
Fiesta.
and actually start taking care of my body a little bit. at 35, it's finally hit me that maybe I should do something to try and stave
Probably.
off death.
Probably. I would.
Not a big fan of it, though. I did think the other day, I was like, I need to check with my front office and see if the fitness center's 24 hours, because I know myself, I'm not going to get home and go work out. But at 11:30 at night, when hockey is over and all the sports are over, and I know I'm going to be awake for another hour and a half anyway, that's the time when I would go to hit the treadmill and walk 3 or 4 miles.
Do they have a Stairmaster in it?
They've got treadmills and a
Treadmills
full weight
are
room.
good.
There might be a Stairmaster in there.
Stairmasters are
only-
slightly better.
I looked at the weight room when I was giving the tour. She was just like, there's treadmills and stuff in there. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't really look at that room.
Stairmasters are slightly better, in my opinion.
I don't want to fuck up my knees, though. That's something I have to be careful about.
So what you would do is you could put on like low incline and then like to get started at least. And my hack was going to the gym and like I'm gonna do Stairmaster for 30 minutes and then I'm gonna go sit in the sauna for 30 minutes. And that was my hour in the gym. And I would just put TikTok on my phone and then I scroll TikTok for 30 minutes all the time on the couch. And if you're just walking up the stairs, you just all right. And I just would zombie out and then 30 minutes flies by because you're just watching stupid reels like an idiot. You're
I do that in bed at night anyway.
Yeah, but it's what you're
finally
normally
time for
doing.
bed,
You're just
and then
walking
I scroll
upstairs.
Instagram, and it's like, I went to bed at 12:30. It is now 2:08.
Yeah, and then
Shit.
you're watching reels and TikToks and shit, and then the little thing would go off that was 30 minutes. Like fuck yeah, tight sauna. And I would go to the sauna.
Fuck, you know what I should do?
And I would just listen to a podcast.
I should do it when I'm doing laundry. Go drop the laundry off because it's right next to the center. Go walk for
you
30
have an
minutes.
end date. That's a really
Move
yeah.
the clothes over. I'm not gonna. I'm just saying.
I'm
this
just
is what I
saying. No,
should
that's a
do.
good idea though.
I'm not
That
gonna.
would
I have
be a good
lots of
idea.
great ideas. I never follow
True.
through on any of them.
True. All right. Let's move on to the answer segment and wrap this bad boy up. Our first answer segment of 2026. If you have a question at all, we do the Precome segment where we bring in our ideas, our thoughts, and all that stuff. And if you have a question or you want us to power rank things, give us 5 similarly related things. You want us to tell you what letter is the funniest, what letter is the smelliest, what number is the most green, anything like that. Hit us up on X. We're at PassGaryPod. Use the hashtag PTG Answers. You can also email us your questions. PassGaryPod@gmail.com. Put answers in the subject, and that's how I will search for them that way. At PassGaryPod, hashtag PTG Answers, or PassGaryPod@gmail.com. Answers in the subject. This is the answers segment.
Well, if you just answer the question. Why just answer the question? Be honest. No big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
All right, our first question of the year I thought would be very fitting to go to last year's Gravy's award winner for Best Answers Questions Asker. Added to the Not Cool, we could throw in that somebody making the Best of YouTube forgot to include the Best Answers Question Asker as the in the credits. We had the credits with all the Gravy's winners and maybe whoever put that together, not naming names.
Sounds like a real piece of shit.
Sounds like a real piece of shit. Yeah, might have forgot to do that, but also maybe they were off and they were just trying to wrap up a best of and had been looking at clips for 6 hours. I don't know, maybe that. Todd said he's at Todd or as_seen_by TV. He says, would a ladle make a better boomerang or would a boomerang make a better ladle?
The boomerang makes the better ladle.
I would disagree. I would say
No, because the ladle will not boomerang back. A boomerang, you can still, it's not going to scoop great,
It's gonna be
but you
shitty.
can kind of scoop into a splashing manner to ladle things with.
so. You think
This isn't even like, it's not even close. It's not even a
Robert?
discussion.
You agree with him?
I agree with him.
You think a ladle is a shittier boomerang than a boomerang is a ladle?
Well,
You're not getting anything. You're not
if you
getting anything.
throw the ladle, it's just going to go. It will not come back at all.
If it's like
just
a thin
by
enough one,
surface
maybe it comes
tension, you're
back.
going to get a little bit on the boomerang to ladle.
All right, fair. Y'all got me on that one.
Yeah, like if you
All
dip
right.
a
Hey,
ladle
you
in some
got-
soup or a boomerang in some soup, and then you move it, you don't even
It's
have
not
to
gonna
try
be
and ladle
much.
it. It's going to drip off though,
not
and
gonna
you're
be
going
much.
to transfer some of it. Some will transfer. There
I
is
guess you get
0%
no
curve back coming from that ladle when you
Well,
throw it.
depending on the wind. Depending on the wind.
A boomerang doesn't need wind.
It can, though. It can.
It's like a wind-assisted 40. It's not official.
No, it's official.
No,
It's absolutely official. All the pro days have those.
wrong.
Andrew Alderman says, is it rude to leave a group chat without saying anything?
Oh, it depends on the chat.
Did I get invited to this without me wanting to be invited to this? Or did I create this group chat and then leave? Also, I feel like there's a lot of group chats I'm in that, you know, say it's like a Sunday and maybe your team's losing and your friends are just busting your balls. So you leave and then you get joined back into it later.
No, you can't leave the boys chat.
There's
You're going to get added back in
some.
anyway.
There's some. Well, yeah, you do. And then
I am proud to say I am one of 2, maybe a third person in my 9-person group chat that has never left. And I get to hang that over all of their heads for being fucking pussies at some point or another.
yeah, no, I don't. I've left group chats for sure. But there's also times where like you go to like a bachelor party that turns into the wedding party, and then it's like, yo, what's going on, guys?
They
Hey.
fizzle out, though.
They usually fizzle out, but then sometimes you still have the guy that's like 3 months later, they're sending it to that. Like, I don't have any of your numbers besides the guy that I knew in the group saved. I don't, and you just leave. And I think it's very rude that it shows you that somebody left. Like,
I think
you
that's
should just quietly
disrespectful
be
to
able
the
to
group.
leave. I don't think, well, it's like, dude, we had a group for this thing. That thing's over.
No, all the ones I'm in are either my main group chat or like offshoots of it, like the specific gaming chat or like the few of us that golf. And then the only one I'm in I don't like is I finally got added to the work one after years of not wanting to
That's
be
the
in
one I
there.
feel like you should have to stay in.
There's no need for me to be in it. It's all servers going, does anyone want to cover my shift, blah, 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 or bullshit going on. I don't. I've never needed to be there. I don't do the scheduling. I'm not the GM. I'm just there. And it's not as bad as I had heard it was in the past. It's an occasional message now. But that's the only one I would straight up just leave. But I don't think I can because it's one of those ones where I'm sure some of them in there have Androids. And when there's one Android in there, you can't just leave the chat. Like, it doesn't give you the option.
I hate that.
So-
That needs to be
I don't have
patched.
any that like I need to leave is the thing.
There's a Giants podcast I used to do, and I remember being like, guys, I can't cover this team anymore. I cannot just.
But you wouldn't just back out of that one.
Well, I
You
said I can
something.
no longer do this, and I just left. And then they added me back a couple weeks later, and I was like, I can't. I just
Like
left.
we've had ones where like
Because I don't want to talk about a game when I'm mad about it, and usually I just put my phone down. But then sometimes like, no, I don't want to talk about it.
and people are like, well, why don't you just silence the chat? Yeah, but then I still see there's 36 messages from that chat.
You
in there.
do, yeah. And then I'm like, I don't know. Did my wife freak out and text me 35 times, or is like, oh no, it's just you guys talking about this?
I think just say something. It could even be something as simple as I don't want to be in here, and then leave. And you know what? If anybody in there is offended by it, who gives a shit? Once you get old enough, you stop caring.
I also think I think you should probably be like, guys, I'm out. But if it's like a group,
I don't need to be in this group chat. I'm in too many group chats later.
If it's a group chat though that you did for an event, like say a wedding or a bridal party or anything like that, and that event is over, I do not need to be in that. Whether it's friends that I don't know of the groom or bride or whatever, or if it's even my own friends. Like I had one for my wedding. And we don't use that anymore. But like, I could have still been like, "What's up, boys?" I didn't turn it into like the boys group chat.
I don't think it's necessarily rude to leave without saying anything, but it's probably best just be like, all right, good meeting all you guys. Take care.
I don't want to say a farewell. Like that's weird.
I don't think it's that. Well, it's not going to be weird for you because even if they say it's weird in there afterwards, you're not in
You're
there
gone.
anymore. You don't have to see it. You don't know any of those guys.
That's why it's bullshit that you can't leave a chat when there's androids in there. Where like I should be able to be like, oh, there's green bubbles, I'm out. Like I would absolutely do that. And
See, like-
we're in a fantasy group, and like besides the Robert one because we need that for our podcast, but like there's a fantasy group one, and we have one person in our league that has an android, and he is not in the group. So we're like, hey, somebody make sure that Phil knows because the draft is at this time. He doesn't get to have a say in it because he doesn't have an iPhone. And everybody's pretty much like, yeah, we can't name the group Fantasy Football League if he's joining it.
Yeah, you
Then
can't
it's
do
just
anything.
35 people in this group or whatever, which isn't as easy to search. Like
I don't-
Fantasy Bros.
Yeah, I don't think it's depending on the chat. It's not rude. If it's the boys chat, well, first of all, just don't be a pussy and leave. But I don't know. It just depends. Do you give a shit what anyone cares about in the league or in the chat? If not, then yeah, just fucking leave. Who
Is it
cares?
rude though?
Like I said, it depends on the if it's your work chat.
A little bit.
It kind of rude to just be deuced out and like not say anything. That depends on what your work is though.
Yeah.
Like if you're in an office and it's like a managerial chat and you just leave, probably not going to look good on you in the office. First of all,
True. But also, you can just play dumb. But I don't know how that happened. Like I thought I was still in it. My bad.
Most of the time,
I thought y'all kicked me.
I would say it's probably not rude to just leave the chat because nobody likes being in chats that aren't with their friends.
I do like when you can remove people from the group when somebody's getting sassy and you're just like, you have been kicked out of the group.
You can't. We've done that to people in my group chat so many times over the years where they're just being a dick and annoying, and we'll remove them. And you know what they do every single time?
They start their own group.
They start another fucking chat with everyone in it. Like,
but that
bring
is
me back, bring me back, bring me back. A B C D E F G H I J K L.
That is kind of the beauty
constantly.
of group text, where it's like the best and worst thing that's happened. Where it's like, cool, I can talk to everybody at once. Also, I hate this half the time.
Yeah, I love all of my friends. I fucking hate them too, though.
Well, because I have like several group chats, and like if I'm texting you directly, I don't text it to the Pass the Gravy chat. I'm like, yo, did you see the hockey game? You watching the Bruins? Like, we'll text directly. We don't rope Robert into that because it doesn't have anything to do. But then there's people that's like, well, I'm already in a group with so and so and Alex, so like that's cool if I text about this. I'm like, well, they don't care.
My brother, my brother, and our other buddy that's a Bruins fan have like one, and we'll just when the Bruins play that day, we'll just send in "Go Bruins." Everyone says it most of the time. Sometimes he doesn't because he's an adult with a real job and he's busy. And then as the game goes on, my brother will send something like a goal happens. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. And then by like the second quarter, if he's not saying anything, I'll just try and text my brother directly about the game, but he'll keep texting back into that chat. And I'm like, I had never say it, but I'm like, do you not see how annoying you're probably fucking being to him? You're just blowing up his phone with messages that he's not responding to. He's got a girl. He's got a real life. He's got a job. He's probably not watching the game.
Well, and
his phone is just sitting.
Unless you muted it, and then you can mute it,
sure
and
it's
it's
muted,
fine,
but
but
it's
you
so
still have the
annoying when
notification.
You don't watch the game, and all of a sudden at the end of the night, maybe you're out to dinner with your girl. You look at your phone, and there's 57 messages.
Yeah. Bro, I sent a link. I sent that link like 2 days ago. I'm like, yeah, I opened my phone to 102 messages. I didn't read them. I read the last two to see if I was in it, and I wasn't, so I just kept assuming that nothing happened.
All the time, I'm really like, did you read that link I sent you the other day? I could just, no.
Absolutely not, no.
No, if you're sending me something that's an article, I'm not fucking reading.
And also, don't quiz me on the link you sent me because then I will never read a link. That's my rule.
What was it about? Oh, the headline said Red Sox now favored again for to land Bregman. I got the gist of what that article was from the headline. Don't need to read it.
You know, I also have Twitter, correct? I also follow those things. Did you see the Giants fired their coach? Yes. I get updates on things like that on my phone. Like right when Adam Schefter let us know. I appreciate you letting me know, though. Did you see that they might get John Harbaugh? Yeah, I also watched ESPN. Yes, I saw that too.
So, yeah, Andrew, I don't think it was rude. I think you're good.
I don't think it's rude, but I think it depends on the situation sometimes. Next question is from Adam Vaughn, and Adam says, power rank the worst New Year's resolutions. Okay, so he gives us 5 of. So I guess the number 1 is the worst.
Yep.
5 is the least worst out of these. So the worst New Year's resolutions for us to power rank, he gives us being more spiritual, travel more, find love, eating healthier, and appreciate the little things. I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll go first on this. Eating healthier is 5. I do hate it when somebody's like, I'm eating healthier, because it's a very vague thing. Like, I'm cutting out.
But it's a good thing.
If you're, I'm cutting out carbs, but I'm always like, yeah, but I wanted to order pizza. So like you're not going halfsies on this pizza with me.
It's a good resolution as long as we don't have to hear you talk about it and you're posting about it every
So that's why I put it
day.
at 5. That's why I put it at 5. 4 is travel more. Because it's like you could, like, I'm not in charge of you traveling. You could travel whenever you want, bro. Like, all right, good on you for traveling more. But you probably had the same amount of off days last year as this year. Okay, go for it. Neat. 3 is being more spiritual, because I think that I don't love that one. That's a very vague one. But also, like, if you want to get more in tune with whatever religion you're in, tight. If you want to just be more in tune with the world, I don't know, whatever spirits you want to talk to, tight. Do that. But I think it's kind of a generic one, I feel like. 2 is appreciate the little things. What the fuck does that mean?
That's
like,
not a resolution. That's a sign in a college girl's dorm.
Appreciate the little things. I just started thinking, like, when a leaf falls off the tree, like, I don't stop and appreciate how beautiful that really is, that the world is giving us a leaf.
Appreciate the little things is a wooden sign you see at Hobby Lobby, not a resolution.
Yeah, that's not a good resolution. And then 1 is find love. Like, that seems like you're going to settle. You're like, I'm going to find love this year. What if it's not meant for this year? Like, what if you don't? Like, you're just going to shack up with somebody and just commit and be like, I'm in on it. Let's go. This is love. Like that seems like you're really forcing it. So yeah.
I'm ready to be unhappy as long as I'm not alone.
So find love, appreciate the little things, be more spiritual, travel more, and eating healthier. 1 through 5.
I'll go next. 5, eating healthier. That's a good resolution. We should all probably eat a little bit.
Probably.
Healthier.
It's also vague.
I mean,
but yeah.
If you had asked me this question when I was 25, I'd be like, that's so fucking
So
stupid. Don't just do
stupid.
what you want.
So dumb, dude. Dumb.
I'm finally starting to face my own mortality a little bit. I realize that's probably a good thing. I actually had that thought the other day. I was like, you know what? I should hop back on keto, lose some pounds. And then I remembered that less than 24 hours before that, I bought with a giant pack of ramen noodles.
Dude, that's
and I was like,
good
oh,
for
well,
pounds.
that can start. The no carbs can start after
that.
I finish that. 4, I'm going to go find love. It's a good resolution to have. You know, doesn't mean you're gonna, but if you take it in the way of, I'm going to put myself out there more, maybe try and go on more dates, give people a chance, as long as you're not the friend that's like, I just can't find love. Why? Do you have any friends you can set me up with? Don't be that friend. But if you're just trying to find your person, I think that's a pretty good one to have. 3, I'm going to go travel more. This is dead middle because, as like the other ones I've said, as long as you don't make it your personality. Like, if you put Wanderlust in your profile, I fucking hate you. Traveling is not a personality, but if you have the funds and you're like, I'm going to take my vacation. I haven't taken my vacation time I'm allotted a week vacation every year. I've never done it in the 4 years. I don't care. I don't want to travel.
Yeah.
It costs money to travel. I'd rather just chill.
Is it paid vacation?
Yeah.
Why don't you just stay home then?
I could. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't care. Because like I have weekends off anyway. So like it's, you know, I take a day or two here or there when I need it. Other than that, I'm like, I don't really care enough to take a week off and make everyone else work more.
Yeah.
If I had a reason to, I would. But I haven't found love, so I have no reason. 2, I'm going to go appreciate the little things. I've already said it all. You're just doing sound bites as your resolution. You're not going to do shit with that. And 1, being more spiritual. Fuck you if that's your thing. If you want to say, I want to be more religious, I'm going to get back into my religion, cool. Spiritual is you're trying to find religion without actually using religion. I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. You're a piece of shit. Just commit to something. That's just, I want to believe in something, but there's not actually anything I believe in. You suck. Just commit to something. But I actually, as someone who commits to nothing, I can actually kind of respect of trying to do that. But
Yeah.
that's my list. What do you got, Robert?
Number 5 for me, I'm going to go with travel more. Because if you can do it, if you got the funds, like go for it. Doesn't affect anyone else but yourself.
It's a good one to have. I just don't care about traveling, so it doesn't work for me.
Yeah. Number 4, I'm going eating healthier. Also non-offensive. To just affect yourself. Like, as long as you're not always just like talking about it.
Boy, should we get pizza? I'm not eating carbs. Shut the fuck up, Mike.
Number 3, I'm going with appreciate the little things. That one, yeah, it's so vague.
So vague.
Number 2, I'm going be more spiritual, and number 1, I'm going find love.
You guys are fucking. You're the only ones who found love, and you're jaded as shit about it.
That's not a resolution though. It's like
it would also just like make me the most sad if it didn't happen by the end of the year.
But like put myself out there to date more or something like that. Like go on more dates would make more sense. Finding love is like, that's so specific. Going on more dates would maybe lead to love, but what if it doesn't? You're just going to get to like December, but guess this is it.
Every once in a while, I have that thought. I'm like, I don't know. I kind of like not being beholden to anyone and watching as much hockey as I want.
Right, but then your resolution wouldn't be find love.
Yeah. Which is why it's not. It's to play more games with the boys.
All right. That was a solid power rankings to start the year off.
That's a good
Adam,
one. I like that one.
I don't think Adam's ever written in before, but we appreciate it, buddy. Hang around some more. Aaron R. I know she's written in before, but she says, Aaron R. says, if I was stuck in a storm in Antarctica, do you think the penguins would let me join their huddle so I don't freeze to death?
Here's my thing.
We're talking emperor penguins?
I don't think penguins have any ability to attack. I can't think of a better way to put it, but like if you just roll up on the penguins and like get in the middle of them and use them as windbreaks, maybe they'd scatter just because you're different. But like
But then you're gonna lose
don't-
all your warmth.
But like, if you just grab a bunch of penguins, what are they gonna do?
Little-
Penguins really peck you?
Yeah, they have beaks.
They've got flippers. They slap you. But like, how hard can a penguin peck?
There's a lot of them though, so like if you got enough of them, they'd take you down.
But then also, what have I always said? The way I want to die is being smothered by lots of dogs. Imagine, how did he die? He got mauled by penguins. You got a bunch of little penguins just jumping all over you,
That's pretty
mauling you.
wild.
It's a pretty good way to go. It's better than succumbing to the elements in Antarctica. So I say, I don't know if it would work, but go for it.
I think they would let you join, but you would have to like. I think you have to like waddle over there, and you have to do like I'm gonna just stand here, and like you'd act like you weren't a threat for a long time, and then they'd kind of quietly let you assimilate into them, and then you could be in the little huddle and be like, "Cool, the wind's not getting us."
I think a penguin would
Because if you
enjoy
scare them
being
off, they
pet.
scatter, and you're fucked. But I don't think wild penguins don't know what being petted is.
Yeah, exactly. So when it happens to them, they'd be like, whoa, that feels nice. What's that?
You gotta get close enough to one or two of them to like have like the leader be like, "Look, this guy's cool."
I can speak their language. That's what they sound like. I'm assuming
Watch
these have
Happy
to be
Feet.
emperor penguins too.
And I only know that from Mario 64, just the penguin level.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, and I
Yeah.
saw March of the Penguins.
I think chinstrap penguins, I think, try and fight. So
Ooh,
maybe
I
we
should
don't.
watch
Maybe
March
not
of the
chinstrap penguins. Emperor penguins, yes.
Because
Because
they're bigger too, so that's going to give you more body.
right?
body warmth.
So the emperor penguins, you go do that, and you just like you gotta like be far away. You gotta have to be cold for a little bit. And be like, okay, hey, what about me? I'm not. Hey, I come in peace. I come in peace. And I think they'd let you assimilate in their little penguin huddle. Great
Yeah.
question. Great
That's
question.
Great question.
Aaron. Lots of good questions to start the
Coming
year.
out swinging this year.
Last one of the episode, we got Abby Givens at Abby Givens 17, her second appearance on the show, Woman of the Year from 2025. Abby says, who would win in a fight, a duck or an ostrich?
And then she said, think about it. I don't know what that. An ostrich, it's so much larger.
Ostrich, absolutely. An ostrich stomps the
That's
fuck out of a duck.
Her writing "think about it" is like confusing
that
me on
confused
this.
me. I was like, do you know something I don't know? A duck loses.
I'm
an
trying
ostrich
to
will
think
run
about it.
over it and run away from it so the duck can't ever catch it. Like the duck's not going to get an ostrich. It'll go running all around that shit.
Not only can an ostrich peck it to death, I think they stomp too.
Yeah, they're mean. I remember having to race camels before, and it was camel and ostrich races, and they didn't let the radio jocks do the ostrich races because the ostriches would run and then they would lower their head and stop, and like the jockeys would just fly off. Like the ostriches were dicks. Like you had to have people with chicken wire. They would go and hold it at the back so like the ostriches wouldn't just keep running around the track, and they could funnel them into a trailer. Ostriches are assholes, from what I've learned. I think they would absolutely fuck up ducks. I know ducks can be assholes too.
Are you basing that off of Dude, Where's My Car?
Ostriches?
Yeah.
No, I'm basing it off of like everything I've seen from ostriches. Like I've seen them throw riders off of them. I've seen them chase after people on motorcycles.
Well, I just know they can be mean from Dude, Where's My Car?
Oh, yeah. No, it wasn't.
Also,
like-
I've never had ostrich sausage, but I've had duck sausage. Have you had duck sausage?
No.
Why don't you duck down and get some sausage?
No! Damn it! Damn it! I walked right into that. I walked right into that. God damn it! Fuck. That was good.
Happy New Year, bitch.
That was good. Fuck. Robert, you going ostrich on this? Yeah. What?
Yeah, I'm going off.
Robert's having some button
Hey, it's
difficulties.
Yeah.
it's the new year for him too. All right,
Yeah.
it's a new year for him too.
Sticky keys.
But it's not even close. Like ostrich fucks up a duck.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I might need you to write back and tell us why you
Abby,
said think
yeah.
about it. Was she just fucking with us?
I don't know.
Is
It
there
made me
something we're missing?
overthink it because I was like, and I didn't do any research. 'cause
I
didn't
don't need
wanna.
to think about it. Just on size. It's like me fighting
Think about it.
a fucking 2-year-old.
But thinking about it, her saying think about it made me think about it more. And I was like, can a duck? Like if a duck gets him on the ground, is it a ground and pound kind of thing? No, I think an ostrich, even in a ground and pound situation, you got the neck. You just fucking
The only thing a
Neck it to
duck
death.
has is to fly away, and they're leaving the fight, which means the ostrich wins.
right. And then the ostrich can run, but they can run back. So could the duck, but like the ostrich is gonna fuck you up eventually.
They're big
Yeah.
and they're mean.
Ostrich over duck all day.
Yeah.
All right. And with that, that's been our answers segment for this week and our first episode of our 13th year of Pass the Gravy podcast. We're going to be at 650.
Our podcast is old enough to have a beer now.
It's 13, no.
I had a beer by the time I was 13.
Well, I mean, not legally allowed.
Oh, yeah, because we're so worried about legalities here. I stole a fucking traffic cone this weekend.
Yeah, we are a bad boy podcast. We're an anti-underage drinking podcast, except for us when we were underage, but we're not underage, so it doesn't
I'm
count.
not going to buy you the beer, but I'm not against it.
Dude, my friend told me he got Hey Mister the other day. He was leaving a grocery store and they're like, hey, if we give you whatever, like they had a bunch of money. They're like, if we however much money, they were, can you go get us a 30-pack? He was like, no.
Yeah.
And he was like, I thought about it for a second. I was like, hell.
Looking back, the people that did that for us are such pieces of shit.
Scumbags. Such scumbags. It's like I don't know if it's a felony, but like it is.
Yes.
It is a big charge of like providing minors with alcohol. I remember we went to like a hockey tournament one time, and we just Hey Mister this guy at a gas station. I was like, I have $40. I'll give you the 20 if you just go buy this thing, and then you can keep whatever the change is on that. And he's like, all right. He got us like a 20-pack or a 24-pack, and then like just came back out. We were like,
that's who it works on.
We were like, oh shit. Okay. We used to also go get the day laborers and give them money, and they would do it.
Just trying to make a buck.
We would pay them. I mean, they got money, and it was like you didn't have to put a fence together or anything. You said to go buy beer and hand it to kids, and then they drop you back off.
And then that paid for his beer.
It's pretty foolproof.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't buy beer for underage kids. You really do look down on those people as you get older.
Mm-hmm. Unless they're your kids, I guess then it's okay. But drink at home where you can watch them.
But the people like that have parties at their house. You're like, what?
I'd rather them drink here where I can watch them. Yeah, it's not the problem of your kid. It's
there are people
30 other
throwing
children.
up off of your balcony right now. This is the third time.
You have 14 fucking 15-year-olds hammered drunk at your house, and half of them drove there.
And at 15, yeah, you're like, you have to drive home drunk because you're like, well, I don't want my parents to find out I was drinking.
Ew.
Yeah, we didn't make the best decisions. We made it all right. We made it okay.
We made it out the other end.
We
buddy.
sure did. And we're going to make it through 2026 with you guys and gals in the Gravy Gang. We appreciate you guys joining us back for another awesome year. We're looking forward to doing a bunch of cool things with Pass the Gravy this year. Have a great rest of your new year. Go Packers.
Go Packers.
Go Packers.
Go.
Giants getting John Harbaugh. Go Red Wings.
And go Tatsume Imai.
That's not bad.
Tatsuya Imai.
Oh,
And go
Tatsuya.
Pat's pronunciation of
Imai.
Japanese players' names. We'll figure that out.
It's not
new.
even spring training.
Yeah, you're new. It's new. All right. Well, hey, we love you guys. Have a great rest of your week until we talk to you next time. Pass the gravy. Yeah, bitches.
We gotta
wait,
do
wait,
the
wait.
random
Yep,
person.
yep.
Oh,
Yep,
shit. Almost forgot.
Yeah,
Good
I
call.
caught it
Good
too.
call. Good call. All right. Who y'all want to go with?
Maduro.
Maduro.
I'm going Leonardo DiCaprio.
I'm going to go Cher.
I'm going to be so pissed if it's Trump and not Maduro.
Leo, and Cher. Maduro, Leo, and Cher. Good call on that, guys. Mario Lemieux, Maggie Smith, Pete Sampras, Emma Watson, Bobby Hull, Emily Watson. Emma Watson and Emily Watson. Crazy.
Wow.
Jim Brown and the Velvet Underground.
Wow.
Maduro, Leo, and Cher.
You couldn't pick someone ending in an O, you dick.
I didn't think about that. Cameron Diaz, Sharon Stone, David Niven, Michael Fassbender, Simon and Garfunkel, Kate Humble, Doris Day, and Chris Everett. All right, last one. Maduro, Cher, and Leo. Bradley Cooper, Anthony Hopkins, Naga Munchetti, Ray Charles, Jim Brown, Mel Gidroik, Rayford Johnson, and Amy Adams. Nope.
Jim Brown twice. Respect.
Jim Brown twice. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? All right. Hey, better luck next time. And now, this time, we love you. Until next time, pass the gravy. Yeah, bitches. Bitches. Bitches.
Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pass the Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, baby. And we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today. Rich, bitch. Houston, Texas, hometown.